decided he wanted to go and try to return the damn kick. Douchebag. God damn it. All right, let's get this going. Let's turn up this, try to get this brightness a little bit brighter. Oh, good. I gotta go live. All right, lady. Oh, wait a minute. My apologies. Y'all didn't hear nothing just now. Y'all didn't hear nothing just now. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hold My Nuggets Incorporated. Yes, indeed, we are here. Sunday Night Football after a very eventful Week 13. We have our conclusion of Sunday as the Indianapolis Colts go on the road to take on the Dallas Cowboys in your 2022 NFL Week 13 Sunday Night Live game highlight commentary. I am your host, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis in the building. We are setting the commentary live, or I should say the premiere for for tonight live. It is already up on Patreon here tonight. And if you guys have not already, click the link in my description and download the Underdog Fantasy app right now if you have not. And make sure you go and participate in the pick'em. Use promo code Adonis and they will match your deposit up to $100. Let me turn up my volume just so you can hear me clearly. Let's get these headphones on so I can make sure I can hear myself clearly too. We don't want to have that happen where I can't hear my doggone self. But what is going on? What's going on? What's going on? Let me turn off the doggone horn. And then we'll go down the list. But let me just say this right now. Today is tonight is quite the eventful night. Why is that, you may ask? Well, like I said earlier, click the link in my description and download the Underdog Fantasy app right now. Use promo code Adonis, and they will match your deposit up to $100. Moreover, I like to participate in the pick'em. You want to know why? Because I got myself another W here tonight. What was that? I needed Evan McPherson to make 2 field goals. He did. I needed Hayden Hurst under 38 yards. Well, he got hurt and unfortunately had to leave the game. I wish that brother speedy recovery, but him leaving the game actually worked to my benefit. I don't cheer for people to get hurt, but damn it, he left the game and I was not excited to see that he was hurt, but damn it, him not coming back in worked for me. Debo Samuel got just over 42 yards. Daniel Carlson gave me 2 field goals, and Josh Jacobs happened to go out there and have himself a game, and I turned 15 into 300, and you can too. If you click the link in my description, download the Underdog Fantasy app right now. Use promo code Adonis. It will match your deposit up to $100. And tonight, I got 2 parlays going, and because I'm playing with a little bit of money that I won here today, I figured why not go for it all? You know what I mean? I got 2 5-leg parlays running. All right, trying to turn 15 into 300. I got Tony Pollard over 2 receptions, Michael Gallup over at least 41 yards, Matt Ryan under 4 yards rushing, Jelani Woods over 15 yards receiving, and Dak Prescott under 9 yards rushing. Then this is for the big bucks to turn $50 into 1,000. I got Ezekiel Elliott over 56 yards, Michael Armpitman under 60 yards, Matt Ryan under 4 yards rushing, Jonathan Taylor Swift not scoring a touchdown today, and scoring at least a touchdown today, and last but not least, Noah Brown under 27 yards. May the odds ever be in my favor. Noah Brown already got himself a 6-yard reception, so I can only hope that he does not show up for the remainder of the day, but one way or another, I will be making sure that I get myself a little bit of bread here tonight on Underdog Fantasy, and you can too by clicking the link in my description, downloading the Underdog Fantasy app, using promo code Adonis, and going and winning yourself just a little bit of change. MDJ Nation, put 2 on it. Said top 5 women wrestlers I hate the most. Good Lord. Brie Bella. Jillian Hall is on that list as well. So I'd say Brie Bella, Jillian Hall, Nikki Bella. I hate both Bellas. Don't ask me why. I've already told you the answer. They absolutely suck. So give me Brie Bella number 1, Jillian Hall number 2, Nikki Bella number 3. Who else could I put on that list? I'll have to return back to that. Ivan put 5 on and said, I wonder what SpongeBob's pregame speech was before this game. Well, that is a very good question. I always wonder what is going through SpongeBob's head, but as you guys know, I don't know what the hell SpongeBob has to say. I don't know who that brother is. I've never conversed with SpongeBob. In fact, I've seen 1 episode of SpongeBob my entire life. Wait there, boys! I'm gonna tell you right now, on prime time, we're gonna go out there and take care of business. You think I'm scared of the Indianapolis Colts? They're not gonna do nothing tonight. They're not there because we got Dick. We got Zeke, Tony, Tupper, Pollard, Dalton, Salt, CD Lamb. We got everybody. Then on defense, Tank Lawrence, Trevon Diggs, Van Der Esch, Micah Parsons, Tony Romo on commentary, Troy Aikman on commentary, Michael Irvin as the analyst, Skip Bayless. We them boys. We gonna dominate the Colts tonight. Kick Jeff Saturday in the dick, and then we gonna win. We gonna go 9-3, or put him on maybe 10-3. I forget what our record is, but one way or another, we not losing tonight, cause we them boys. Nobody can stop us now. 10 wins on the way. The fuck going on? What just happened, bro? just went dark in here somehow. It's bizarre, man. Y'all know what happened? It was weird, son. It was filled with light up in here, and then all of a sudden, everything went dark. I heard some squealing, but I know there ain't no mouses around here, so that was very weird. I don't know what's going on. But one way or another, who knows? Maybe we could hear from SpongeBob, and they'll inform us what's going on with the pregame speech regarding them and the Indianapolis Colts. We'll find out one way or another, but who knows? Hit that like button if you have not hit the like button already. Peyton for 5 said, running out of bread before payday this week. Plus, I need to save some money. Might be moving out. Oh, Lord, this man is leaving the Bronx. Congratulations. Might be moving out, but $50 for $1,000. Let me get the IRS on the phone. How we doing? Hey, brother, I don't know about, don't call the IRS. Ain't nobody gonna call the IRS. What you talking about? They ain't gonna show up over here. If the IRS pull up to my crib, I'm gonna expose the money laundering scheme that's going on in mattress firm. Because how many people out here buying mattresses? But you got mattress firms on every other block. Something ain't adding up. Or as the urban youth would say, the math ain't mathing. But Joe FLA. For 5 say, change the city, change the name, it don't matter. Chargers always gonna charge. Ain't that the truth? They definitely always gonna go out there and charge it. But I will say this now to finish the earlier question that was beseeched upon me from MDJ, saying the top 5 women wrestlers that I hate the most. So both of the Bellas, I would hate Brie, I hate Nikki, I cannot stand Jillian Hall. I've never really been a big fan of Alicia Fox, but I wouldn't put her in my top 5 that I despise. I adore Vicky Guerrero. I hated her character, but I adore Vicky Guerrero. If there was 2 more ladies, Eva Marie, I would throw her on the list. I really despise Eva Marie. Cannot stand that lady. And last but not least, put that blondie through a table, Lana. All those are the 5 that I cannot stand. They can get destroyed, and I would not bat an eye. So, Nikki, Brie, Bella, both of them. Then throw in Jillian Hall. Then Eva Marie. And last but not least, that courtesan wanton wench, Lana. Get them the hell out of there. Peyton said no Nia Jax. No, I don't despise Nia Jax. I wouldn't say she's in the top 5. Maybe she'd be number 6. But cannot stand any of those goddamn harlots. But Sir X Gemini put 2 said give San Diego their damn football team back. Ain't that the truth? Hazard said I got 6 parlays going, $60 to a max of $13.40. Well, brother, I wish you luck. May the odds ever be in your favor. Shovel said, don't go near Miro. Oh, I never would because Lana's over there. I'm staying as far away from him as possible. I don't want to be anywhere breathing the same air as Lana. It's not happening. It is not happening whatsoever. JC said, my home. But Macho in the building. Kasha, what's going on? Fly birds fly. Kid Dynamite. The KC Sports Nerd. King Kaido. Ant White. Jonas. Johnny. MDJ Patuon said thoughts on Rock winning the Royal Rumble this year. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think that happening is rather bleak. I don't see that happening. Why is Zeke on the sideline? What's going on here? What is Zeke doing on the sideline? Tony Chopper Pollard getting out here, getting more snaps than Zeke. I need this man over 60 yards. The Colts defense can't stop the run. Get Zeke on the field, goddammit. Dreadhead King, Harold, King Leo, Braylon, Gavo, Harold, Joe Johnson, Jay, the Big Humfer, Joe, Nasir. Who do I think is MVP right now? Well, I think Josh Allen had fallen out of the race. Patrick Mahomes took a bad loss today. Joe Burrow is definitely, his stock is rising. Tyreek Hill didn't really do too much to advance him in the polls. Tua had a abysmal game, so I don't think there's anybody who is contending with Jalen Hurts right now. There is nobody who is contending with Jalen Hurts right now. He is the the front runner for MVP, I think uncontested right now. I don't think there's a question. It is Jalen Hurts. There is nobody else who you can look at right now and say, hey, that guy's the MVP over Hurts. I don't think there's one. I don't think there's one. There's a number of different players who are playing very good football. Do not get me wrong. But better football than Jalen Hurts right now, there's nobody in the league. It is Jalen Hurts. Braylon just became a member. Welcome aboard. Always get paid media. Patuan said, can I host your Super Bowl party and Cincinnati versus San Francisco 27-17? Really? That's your prediction for the Super Bowl. Intriguing. The last two Super Bowl losers will be, actually, no, not the last two Super Bowl losers, because I forget that Buccaneers championship in betwixt, the Chiefs and the the Rams. But I would say I have to wait until Wednesday, then I'll give you my prediction. Because remember, I said at the conclusion of Week 13 is when I'll reveal who my final picks for the Super Bowl is, and how fortuitous, or I should say unfortunate for the 49ers. Jimmy G, the news just came back for the injury. He broke his leg. So not only did Trey Lance break his ankle, Jimmy G he broke his foot. So both 49ers quarterbacks this year both have broken feet. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Both 49ers quarterbacks both broke their feet. If I'm Brock Purdy, I'm feeling like Paulie Gualtieri in season 6 of The Sopranos. When Tony offers you the opportunity to take over the Cifaretto crew, you might as well start to scratch your head a little bit and say, man, is there a curse? Because right now, being the starting quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers does not look very good for your health. But my God, what a W they got today. We'll talk about that on Wednesday. But we shall see. But I'll give my prediction for who I have representing the NFC and AFC this Wednesday, and I will leave it at that. 3rd and 2. Dallas is driving down the field here. For one, I don't need Dak to run this football. Hand it off to Zeke. Zeke, get the first down. He does get it. They should be moving the chains. Oh, no, I think they might mark him short. As time is moving off the clock rather fast, the run game seems to be working here. But extra small? No. But 6:30 on the clock here in the first quarter. I don't think I actually think Zeke did get the first down there. No, they're going to set up a 4th and 1. What are they going to do here? They're going to hand it off to Zeke, and he picks up the first down and some more to take it to the 21-yard line. K-Dub said, you're a little late to the stream, but you in here. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. MDJ put 5 on it, said top 5 male wrestlers that I hate can be any era. Simon Dean. I have to come back to that. Simon Dean. Good Lord. Give me some time to think about that one. There's a number of people. But Simon Dean's on that list. Dak over the middle, overthrows Dalton Schultz. Netstrike said, happy Death Note premiere tonight. Yes, indeed. And if you guys already watched the commentary on Patreon, you will see who made their debut, or I should say who was the first to fall into the Death Note thus far for this season. Damn Rudy put 2 on, said, I missed this earlier. Already? We just going through the list. We can't be this early and people missing donations. I'm going to get to it. Might as well get to it now since it's been acknowledged. Damn Rudy put 5 on it, said, and Frank challenge. Oh, Lord, Kanye might not like that. They looking for me. Numbnuts and 3 more on the way makes 9. Can me, Henry, and Wesley Pipes be mods? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because y'all, first off, y'all need to be found by the authorities. Y'all need to be found by the authorities. That's what needs to happen. Because the 3 of y'all are doing, There's no better way to put this. Y'all doing crime out here, right? Y'all abducting individuals and then infiltrating their private areas without their consent. So it's a little nasty there. Deshaun Watson challenge over in y'all cribs. It's not happening. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with y'all? Crazy. Oh, wow. Look at the play by CeeDee Lamb staying up and getting into the end zone. They ought to give that a touchdown, and they do. Hell of a play there for the score. Hello. Oh, my. CeeDee Lamb fell on top of Stephon Gilmore. Let's see here on the replay. Oh, no, it wasn't Gilmore. Was it McLeod? It was McLeod. Did his buttocks touch the ground? No, it did not. That is a touchdown. That's a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. That is a touchdown. And look who's in front. The Dallas Cowboys in front here on Sunday Night Football in Dallas in front of, well, Texas Hoes, because I don't know what else I would say there. They are in front of Texas Hoes. It was Cyclone on McLeod. Oh, I like that. Cyclone on McLeod. I like that. Sir X Gemini put two on say, oh yeah, you did say give them their football back. We shall see how that all plays out. Ryan put 5 on and said, happy Sunday, Chiseled. My Chiefs let me down big time today, and Travis Kelce decided to eat some Butterfingers at the worst time possible. Yes, indeed. It was his fumble that led to the Bears. I said the Bears. The Bengals go ahead score, and then the Chiefs simply could not put anything together. And I will say this, I knew Travis wouldn't have a great game because they were going to key in on him and really double him. The problem that ended up happening was, for one, the offensive line didn't really help out much. The run game wasn't really necessarily there, and Mahomes was trying to create passes, but wasn't looking at the right guys to make those plays. I was incredibly shocked that Juju didn't have a huge game. I was incredibly shocked that he didn't have a huge game for this particular game. I thought they would have utilized Jerick McKinnon a bit more. I was very surprised by what their game plan was, and they went out there and underperformed. So they should be on that L train, feeling very, very bad here today. That Mr. GH2, 5 on it. Said, yeah, what's good? I don't think you're hitting your parlays. Matt Ryan under 4 yards rushing is a bad bet. But here's the beautiful thing about it. Because I now what I started doing was looking at very bizarre things that you probably wouldn't bet on. Like, let's say he tries to run. At one point, he gets a tackle for a loss or something like that. Then maybe things could work out in my favor. I expect him to try to, scramble, whatever. But the Cowboys' defensive line, or I should say their front seven, has been moving sideline to sideline very, very well thus far this season. So I think I can feel somewhat comfortable. And Matt Ryan doesn't really escape pressure like that. Now, granted, he did run for some yards, against Pittsburgh. He ran for some yards a couple weeks back as well. But I looked at it like, man, if I go and I say it's over 4.5, I know I'm going to get screwed over. So I figured, you know what, go the opposite. And because I'm playing with house money, because I won on my earlier bet here on Underdog Fantasy, I ain't tripping too much over it now. When I try to do it tomorrow, then I'm going to be feeling a certain way. Timothy said he was down, shin and forearm touch. Oh, no, it did not. I don't think so. Julio said, you airdropped a booty pic of Chiseled Adonis. When I looked for the culprit, I seen Henry Thick. Whoa, sir, what are you talking? Whoa. You out here photoshopping? Sir, part of the game is this. Dwayne, put 2 on it. Welcome, Dwayne. Hello there. Daniel, put 5 on it. Said, top 5 women I would. It's time. Well, for one, Bianca Belair, Jade Cargill, Naomi, Melina, and then you could always go the Trish Stratus route, because everybody had a crush on Trish Stratus, so I guess that would be the 5. Timothy said, you got to be blind. When people look later, you'll see. Well, I don't know about all that. Any team should try to pick up Jimmy G after this season? I think but I believe he'll probably stay in San Francisco. I'm not sure. 1205 for life. Patuan said, missed the Bears game. How did Fields do today? Well, he ran for a very long touchdown, then didn't really pick up any yards after that. And then they had a 9-point lead and absolutely choked because they could not move the football. Moreover, Fields started turning the football over. So there was that. So Dark Hero said, do I think the Raiders cut Derek Carr? Do I think they cut Derek Carr? Probably not. But I do see a situation where maybe he won't be the quarterback next year. So that's definitely a possibility. JVO said, how did the Colts get Sunday night game and this stream early? Well, the Colts, it was already slotted before the season, and they didn't necessarily want to flex it. So there is that. MDJ Patuan said, what would I do if the Judgment Day showed up at my crib? Well, for one, Rhea Ripley's getting fucked up. Then, well, first off, Dominic Mysterio's getting hit in the head with a pan, with some hot oil inside there. That's the first thing that's happening. Dominic Mysterio's getting blinded. Then I will proceed to hit Rhea Ripley in the head with my bat. And after I hit her in the head with the bat, Damian Priest and Finn Balor will be the most dangerous. But what they don't understand is they came here to wrestle. I am here to execute. So then somebody's leg is being detached from their body. And then the last individual will be like, what? He cut my friend's leg. And before they can even respond, a simple chapstick through their eye socket will be enough to, to prevent them from moving. So I'll leave it from that. Whoa, MP1 said Rhea can peg him. Sir, whoa, what is going on? Sir, we're here to watch a football game.
Pull over.
What is going on here? But top 5 hated wrestlers, as the question that was asked earlier from MDJ. Now, the top 5 hated male wrestlers. Oh, good Lord, what is happening on these sidelines here? Top 5 hated male wrestlers. Let's see here. Simon Dean is on that list. He is there. Let's see here. Simon Dean is on that list. Then hand off to Jonathan Taylor Swift. Where is he going? Oh, huge hole there. Picks up the first down across the 40. Moving the doggone ball. I don't want to use characters that weren't necessarily featured. So if I was to sit over here and be like, oh, the gobbledygooker, I'm not going to do all that. Bronze Boy put 2 on it. Said M&M's is booty. Do I think Ritter is starting next? I would not be surprised. I think they are at a point now where Mariota looked good through 7 weeks and has been abysmal since the Falcons were 4-4. So since that's the case, oh man, you know what's funny? I actually was gonna have Pierce on my parlay, and I decided, you know what? Let me not do that. But I do believe that Pittman won't have a game today, but I can trust and believe that Pierce will have, a decent day. Now, granted, now that they're inside the red zone, this is Jelani Woods territory. So please find him, Matt Ryan. No, I didn't mind Alberto Del Rio. Now, if it's top 5 wrestlers I can hate, can be any era. Depends on hate. Like, is it just true vitriol for those individuals? So, boy, I'd have to really give that one some thought. Ryan said, kill one, marry one, sleep with one. Aaron Andrews, Carissa Thompson, and Mariah Taylor. Well, for one, definitely gonna sleep with Carissa Thompson. That's without question. But she apparently, 2 divorces, bad wife. So, I'll marry Maria Taylor, and then I'll pretty much, I gotta. Goodbye, Aaron Andrews. You headed to the Shadow Realm. So there is that. Here we go. Thoughts on Jimmy G. Very unfortunate situation for him. Oh, wow. Wide open in the end zone. Who is that? Oh, fuck. It's Doolin. I was hoping that it was. I thought it was Woods, but it's not. But touchdown Colts. That was far too easy. Drove down the field with absolute ease, without any kind of apprehension whatsoever for the score there. Turn this. Oh, no, I made it darker. There we go. There. Ooh, I think that's too All right, now we could at least read the Hold My Nuggets in the background. Well, slightly. Well, yeah, it shows up there, so that works. Diggs got cooked. Doolin with the score here. LUFC said if WWE is smart, they'll keep building this version of Bray Wyatt, and eventually he'll be the one who beats Roman for the titles. Well, perhaps, but then you have to also protect his character as well. Don't have him in too much matches. Keep the anticipation for when he's going to do something, and then it could work out in their favor. Damn Rudy, for 5 said, in-law got in and out buns. Numb hand peeking out the window. The neighbor looking good. She's 68 thick. Smells like mothballs at times. Thinking of Mr. Rogers. Well, you should be thinking of Mr. Rogers because you'll be joining him soon when the police come to your house. Who do I think is a better possession receiver? A.B. Hopkins or who's a better possession receiver? A.B. Hopkins or Devontae Adams? I would say A.B. I would say A.B. Because of everybody there, A.B.'s the most proven on everywhere on the field. So I would say A.B. if you told me of those three. So there's that. Isaiah said, how's my time at Survivor Series? I really enjoyed myself. It was very, very dope. I really liked it. Do I think Mo Alley Cox getting a text tonight? Well, me thinks not. Timothy said, if there isn't a bigger fraudulent team than the Cowboys, I don't know who it is, the New York Giants. The New York Giants. Sir Chop just joined the stream and said, what is being talked about? Well, I'll tell you what's not being talked about. Getting those likes up. Hit the like button. Come on now. Hit the like button. Gerald Pafavo said top 5 hated wrestlers. Cena, Roman Reigns, pre-bloodline. Sin Cara, Batista. Jeff Jarrett married Kurt Angle's wife. Well, fair enough. You could always definitely dislike that man for that. MDJ put 2 on it. Said smash, marry, kiss. Smash, marry, kiss. You just, or you meant kill, because that's bizarre. I just kiss you. All right. Well, you said Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, and Jillian. Well, for one, if I had to smash, I'd probably go with Nikki. For one, straight out the gate, Brie Bella's getting killed. So then I guess I'd have to marry Jillian Hall, unfortunately. And then I'd smash Nikki. So there's that. Forget kiss because the other person should. I think somebody should die in this scenario. That sounds terrible, but one way or another, there is that. Hayden said top 5 stand-up comedians all time. Well, I have Patrice in my top 5, but then I would have okay, so Patrice, Carlin, Dave Chappelle, that is. Patrice, George Carlin, Dave Chappelle. If I really want to go body of work, now this is when it gets tough. Patrice, George Carlin, Dave Chappelle. I can't not have Pryor. I can't forget what I used to say before, and then I'll throw in Bill Burr. So then that'll be the 5. That'll be the 5. Just straight off, those are the ones that came to mind. That would be the 5. If I was to sit down and really iron everybody else out, then maybe I can have a concrete. But I don't feel bad about that 5 at all. Turpin can't go nowhere, and he's going to be tackled at I think the 15. Yeah, I love the Mac man, but then when I was speaking with Marvin, he actually made a very good point talking about how Mac never actually had a special. He never actually had a special. He was on the Kings of Comedy. He was I should say he was the anchor, the man who went on last or whatever, but the man's never actually had a special. I said, you know what? That makes it's a very solid point. It's a very solid point. Do I scream at the TV like I do while watching my team play? Very seldomly. Very seldomly do I mess around and scream at the TV. So there is that. There are times in which I'll see if somebody's like completely wide open. I'm like, what the hell happened? But I'm not going to sit over there just screaming at the damn television, losing my voice watching my team. Because ultimately, what I do over here doesn't affect it. Like there are times in which, oh, come on, or something like that. But I'm not like to where the veins is popping out of my neck. That's not happening. At that point, I'd feel like I'm doing way too much if I'm watching the doggone game doing that. How did my eyelash get into my eye? What is happening here? I can feel it with every single blink. Damn Rudy put 2 on, said, fresh fish on the line. Ain't nothing like fresh fish on the line. What you mean by that? You out there, you fishing at this time of night? Jimmy said, hey, Adonis, if you can say hi, that would make your day. Well, hello there, Jimmy. Hello there. Good Lord. Basili said, is it time to take the Detroit Lions seriously being 5-7? Well, I predicted that the Lions would have a winning season. So essentially, what needs to happen is they need to close out the season 5-1. They need to 5-1. They need to win. There's 5 games remaining in the season. I believe Detroit had already had their bye. So them sitting at 5-7. No, there's 6 games left in the season. So they need to go at least 5-1. No. There's 5 games left. So I guess they must have taken their bye already. So if they're sitting at 5-7, there's 5 games remaining. 6 weeks remaining. Well, that's very confusing. If they're 5-7, week 13. There's 5. There's 5 games left. Yeah, so I anticipate that they'll end the season, 9-8 will be the situation for them. But they did mess around and lose a number of 50-50 games because I initially predicted they would go to the playoffs. So there's that. But there's not enough time for people to take them seriously unless they win out. And if they win out, then they can secure a playoff spot because I do believe that the Giants will fall out. So there's that. Inter said math is hard. And you know what's crazy? Math is my best goddamn subject. I damn near had a perfect math score on my SATs. I don't understand how the hell I'm sitting over here struggling to figure this son of a bitch out. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. What's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? Said there was 5 games left. My dumb ass over here talking, well, if there's 5 games left, right? There's 5 games left, and then if there's 5 games left, and then you win 5-1, why didn't I just say 4-1? Why didn't I just say 4-1? Like was 5-1 the hill that I wanted to die on? What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? The Mace DJ said hello from Italy. Well, hello there. How is it over there in the world's boot? Ryan Patuan said Dak need Megan Thee Stallion at halftime. What would he do with Megan Thee Stallion at halftime? I know they in Texas, but what would he do with Megan Thee Stallion at halftime? Come on now. Johnny said Kenny Omega, the catalyst of pro wrestling, yes or no? No. Snow, for 5 on it, said, what's wrong with the Jags as an organization? So many top picks, too bad for so long. Well, for one, the culture isn't winning there. The culture is simply not winning there. They haven't had a coach that's zero tolerance that comes in and changes the face of the franchise. They have isolated seasons where things look relatively positive, but I do believe when Tom Coughlin, went back to Jacksonville, if he was coaching, maybe something could have changed. But at that age, for his health, it wouldn't be a very good idea. So they need a culture change. They need somebody who comes in and says, from very first practice of OTAs until the conclusion of the season, you're a uniform football team. So with that being the case, they would need somebody like, for example, although the Lions aren't there yet, somebody who can change the culture like a Dan Campbell, right? Now, granted, Dan Campbell isn't some proven coach or whatever, but listening to the interviews, seeing in Hard Knocks, listening to post-game, pressers, this is a guy who truly fucking cares. This man shedding tears, former player. You believe in somebody like that. So because that's the case, that's what Jacksonville needs. Doug Peterson has won a Super Bowl. However, it's not like he was one of those. He's a coach that got moxie, but he ain't a coach that just walks in and everything. Because remember, he's a guy who got fired, who couldn't turn the ship back, on course. So it's a culture thing. It's a culture thing. Whoa! Samad said his mom passed away. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear. Hey, my condolences, man. My condolences. Said this year has been rough. Rest in peace to your mother. But life has been proving you with the peace, or providing you with the peace to continue at your best. Appreciate the laughs. Hey, man, I appreciate you. And condolences to you and your family, dog. I can never really experience, I can't, or I should say that there's no way for me to have an understanding of what that feels like because I had not experienced it. So all I can say is, live your life, with her in mind, and make her proud every step of the way, and take time to talk to her. Stop and have a conversation and express what's going on in your life, and keep her memory alive. I think one thing that a lot of people, especially dealing with grief or as time progresses, the biggest thing was, for one, obviously that person not being there physically, but you have to keep their essence alive. You can't let that die, because there's going to come a point where you won't remember her voice. It'll be outside of photos. You probably won't remember the face, but you keep her essence alive. Things that she used to do or say, you hold that near and dear to your heart, and you make sure you make her proud, brother. So my condolences, man. My condolences. Galatius put 5 on and said, what's the Steelers' record going to be at the end of the season? Well, 9-8. I don't think I'll see them, especially with this injury to Lamar Jackson, unfortunate type of situation. But Pittsburgh's had Baltimore's number, and I think they can get those wins there. And for the remainder of the season here for the Steelers, let me see here. The remainder of the season, they got Baltimore next week, in Pittsburgh, then Carolina. The Raiders is a bit tricky, Ravens again, and then the Browns. Truly, in my opinion, they can win all of those games. And the way that they've been playing on offense for 2 quarters at a time has been that's winning football. And it's just a matter of playing a full game. So I believe Pittsburgh can go 4-1 to close out this season. And who knows, if teams mess around and screw up down the line, Pittsburgh can mess around and sneak their way to that 7th seed and get a ticket to the dance. But that's yet to be seen. But I think Pittsburgh can close out the season 4-1. They just need to stop freaking blowing it in the 4th quarter. They did it on Monday, and then they did it again today. So there is that. MDJ put 2 on it. Said smash, murder, marry. Good Lord, you had to say murder? Couldn't just say kill? What's the difference? Murder sounds worse. Bianca, Naomi, and Trish. Well, for one, marrying Bianca, I'm smashing Naomi, and unfortunately, Trish, you gotta go. I'm sorry. Dr. Umar would be proud. Mr. GH2 Patuon said, have I hopped on the Lesnar wave yet? Picks look fire. Lesnar, Lensa? I don't think so. Not yet. As there's a sack in the backfield, and down goes Ryan. I wonder if that would be negative rushing yards. It wouldn't, because it's a sack. So why am I even sitting here thinking that that's the case? But backwards goes Matt Ryan, going down. Oh, and by the way, if you guys did not know, yesterday, I did link up with your boy, Detroit, Urban Survival Training. And I was out there participating in the training with one of the jiu-jitsu schools out here, or I should say out there in New Jersey, because I'm from Brooklyn. I'm in Brooklyn. Matter of fact, where let me zoom in over there. I know it's not necessarily clear. I'm pretty sure they probably shot the photo there on the iPhone, but that is myself there along at dinner alongside with Detroit Urban Survival Training, and learn some new information. Information I'd rather not share. But if I was to say it covertly, if people wanted to know how legit he is, how can I say this without saying too much? Let's just say and we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. You can take it to your own interpretation, and we'll leave it at that. I ain't gonna say anything else. I don't want. But it was very dope time with the training. Initially, they had other individuals who went and recorded, I think for his channel and then also for the Jiu-Jitsu channel. So when they have that footage go live, I'll take that footage and then do a additional video alongside that, but just for the people, because I was actually speaking with them about it. I'm like, yeah, I was looking in the comment section. A lot of people were like, hey man, you sold out, and they were saying, how much did you pay me to go over there and say that it was legitimate or whatever and everything. I was like, man, I said you would be out here, and people feel free to go and try it for yourself, but there is that. So whatever the case may be, you can always try. You could try to run up on them and give it a real life, simulation if you would like, and you could, as they say, fuck around and find out. But give it an attempt. Give it an attempt if you would like. So there is that. Tatiana says, hi from Cleveland. FYI, the Cleveland Browns sent the Houston Texans to the Shadow Realm today. The Texans are out of playoff contention as of today. Better luck next time, Texans. Well, for one, hello there, Tatiana. And moreover, yes, indeed, it was Deshaun Watson sending his former team into the Shadow Realm. So there is that. Well, Wilson, see, that's the thing. Julio said you got a new profile photo. Oh, Lord in heaven. But, ladies and gentlemen, I forgot to ask earlier, who do we have? Who do we have winning this game? Colts or Cowboys here tonight? Right now, Indianapolis is sitting in the lead at 10-7. Who do we have winning this game? Me personally, I'm rolling with the Dallas Cowboys to mess around and get this W here today. But let me know in the comment section who you guys got winning. Let me read off some statistics right now. So far, as we, are moving through the second quarter, we have, big hole there for Zeke. Oh, no, that's not Zeke. That is Tony Chapapala. God damn it, I wish it was Zeke. I need those yards. But Matt Ryan is 3 of 4, 68 yards and a TD. Jonathan Taylor, 8 carries, 36 yards, no touchdowns. Alex Pierce leads the way with 1 catch for 45 yards for the Colts. Meanwhile, Dak Prescott is 7 of 10, 63 yards and a touchdown. Zeke has 34 yards on the ground. Tony Chapapala just picked up 17, giving him a grand total of 5 carries for 24 yards, and leading the way receiving for the Cowboys is CeeDee Lamb on his lone catch for 20 yards and a touchdown, where he rolled on the top of an Indianapolis Colt, did not touch down, and that led to a score. Now, as for offense through the first quarter, if you would like to know, Cowboys have 7, first downs. Meanwhile, the Colts only have 4. Total yardage thus far, the Cowboys have 124. Meanwhile, the Colts have 95. Now, as for penalties, only the Cowboys have 1 for 15 yards, but for the most part, this game has been somewhat relatively even, all right? Offense is putting together drives. They're doing, enough to find themselves in, scoring position, so there is that. But I'm rolling with the Cowboys to win this game. I'm seeing a number of Cowboys, and I see a little bit of upsets that are there right now. So there's that. LUFC said, I want to thank you for the random pieces of advice that you give during your streams. During the last 3 months, you have really helped me, and for that, you have my respect. Hey, man, I appreciate you. Sometimes people, they come for the laughs, or they come to see the memes, or just to, listen to somebody else talk about the game. But when people are going through some real-life situation, now, granted, I look at it like, fam, I'm 28 at this stage in my life. There's only so much experience that I had, gone through to where I have the credibility to talk on certain things. However, if there's any, sort of olive branch, at least verbally, that I can extend, I'll do everything in my power to do so, and just try to keep people's spirits, high, because ultimately a lot of people deal with whether it's anxiety, whether it's depression, any sort of mental sort of ailment that exists there to where you have a lack of confidence or whatever. And I am somebody who is unyielding. I'm relentless in approaching my goals. So in order to make sure I can do that, I have equipped myself with a quite the regiment of keeping myself on track. So if I've been able to share that, with you guys, I appreciate that you were able to take something away, from that. So there is that. Mr. GH2, Patu on it said, have you hopped on Lens? Oh, no, I just read that one. I'm tripping. Thick said, how far do I think Justin Fields can go in this league? How far do I think that he can go? Well, for one, if he can get his passing under wraps, he can remain a starting quarterback for some time. However, I think they need to bring in a coordinator who can, really placate towards, or I should say a coordinator that can, I don't think placate's the word, but they could get a coordinator that can hone in on his skills and strengthen, his weaknesses and key in on his strengths, because the people they got in Chicago ain't going to be able to help him out. Touchdown, Cowboys finding the end zone there. Tony Chopper Pollard getting into the end zone. I knew I should have put down a wager on this man finding the end zone. However, I should say Dallas drives down the field and regains the lead. And if you guys wanted to see what are my parlays running on Underdog Fantasy, take a look right here. I have Tony Pollard with at least 2 receptions. Oh, Lord, I got to plug in my charger. Give me a second here before my goddamn laptop messes around and dies. Do I change color? Did I change color? I didn't change any color. God damn it. But here is what I am wagering. I got Pollard over, over 2 receptions, so he got 2 more to go. I got Gallup over 40 yards receiving. I got Matt Ryan under 4 yards rushing. Jelani Woods with over 15 yards receiving. And then last but not least, Dak under 9 yards rushing. And thus far, I'm still in the game. I don't have any locks yet. Meanwhile, for the big turn 50 into 1,000, I need Zeke to pick up 22 more yards. Pittman still yet to have a reception. Ryan obviously running under 4, yards. And I need Jonathan Taylor to find the end zone one way or another. And Noah Brown, this man's got 15-yard receiving. Why are they throwing the football to Noah Brown? They are trying to foil my plans. If Noah Brown picks up 12 more yards, my big opportunity at turning 50 into 1,000 will not work in my favor. But one way or another, if you guys have not already, click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app right now. Use promo code Adonis. If you have not, listen, you're in a situation where they will match your deposit up to $100. So you put in 20, they'll give you 20. You put in 5, they'll give you 5. You put in $1, they'll give you $1. All right. And here's something that's very special. Underdog usually likes to throw out some boosters up on the pick'em as well, because I only participate in the pick'em. So you can mess around and turn $1 into 100. So think about it. You put 10 up in there, you could turn $1 into 10, into 50. It don't matter. Yeah, when they got the multiplier on there, all you need is all of those parlay legs to hit, higher or lower, and all of a sudden you can walk away with a little bit of bread. But don't get too addicted to the app. I know some people who mess around and wager everything. So make sure you go and participate accordingly. But make sure you let them know I sent you. Underdog Fantasy, promo code Adonis. You can see all the information in the description below. Drop Sports, as you have the X there, so I'm just going to acknowledge that was an O that was X'd out. Put 2 on, said, are the Jets a playoff team? All love, Chiseled. Are they a playoff team? Yes. Super Bowl contender? No. They're a team that certainly can make it to the postseason. Will they win a postseason game? Their defense definitely can aid in that happening, but the quarterback play needs to step up. If they still had Breece Hall and the running game was going as strong as it was, things would have looked very, 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 very positive for them. However, it all depends. It all depends as time progresses. But from where we sit right now, I do believe that the Jets can mess around and qualify, but they've just got to make sure they finish the season strong, because the past couple of weeks, they have not looked like themselves. So I'll leave it at that. MDJ put 5 on it. Said, I have a sweet tooth, and I'm trying to lose weight. What is your advice? Well, you're not the only person who has a sweet tooth, because I have set a new mission for myself. I want to lose 10 pounds. What's funny is I didn't weigh myself, so I have to find out how much I weigh. I wasn't going to weigh myself until the end of the year, but I want to lose 10 pounds, right? Yet, yesterday, after having dinner with after training and getting my ass whipped from Detroit, Urban Survival Training, I went and bought myself some goddamn Bang cookies. All right. So I too have a sweet tooth. So here's what you do, right? And here's the beautiful thing about when you're dieting. Let's just say if you're somebody who counts your calories, right? All you have to do is consume the same amount of calories. It simply don't matter what the fuck it is that you eat. Of course, if you're sitting over here, you got diabetes, I'm sitting over here eating sugars and shit. But as long as you replace, let's just say you would eat quinoa or you was eating rice or whatever, you can replace that with a cookie. But just don't go and get that rice. You got to make sure that you eat in moderation. Don't do too much. Figure out what works for your body. So if you're somebody who has a sweet tooth and, you want to lose weight, put in some self-discipline. Find a substitute for what you would naturally go and eat. And then what you can do is work towards rewarding yourself. You have a sweet tooth. Great. Here's what you can do to mentally, stimulate yourself. All right, cool. I got to go to the gym for at least 90 minutes 5 times a week, And then on Saturday, I'll have let's just say Snickers is your thing. I'll eat a bar of Snickers. So you can buy 10 Snickers, and what you do is you line out the Snickers. For 10 weeks, I'll go to the gym 5 times out of the week for at least 90 minutes and actually have a workout. Oh, damn it, Michael Pittman caught the ball. Come on now, we don't need no Pittman receptions. But you go and you discipline yourself. So you get yourself in a situation where if you don't reach that mark of 90 minutes for 5 times that week, every Snickers bar you got to throw it away. But you really got to discipline yourself and be really true to it. You can't sit there and be, oh, man, what ended up happening was I couldn't find 90 minutes in the day. If you look at your screen time on your phone, I promise you probably got a total of 2 hours on social media. You can allocate that towards working out, and then you discipline yourself. When you mess up, you discipline yourself. But when you mess around and you do the right thing, you reward yourself. Just don't mess around and keep rewarding yourself. Hey, I worked out today. Let me go eat a Snickers. I worked out today. Let me go eat a Hershey's. No, don't do that. So you got to be able to be disciplined. Because oftentimes when people look at people who are in shape, what they overlook is the discipline that it took to get there. Going to the gym is so much more than just working out. That's why there's so much people who find it very therapeutic. There's so much people who find it incredibly cathartic. There's so many people who find that as their sanctuary because there's a level of discipline that exists there. So you got to be a disciplined individual, and it takes time. It takes time. Don't go to the extreme and oh, man, if I don't go and work out, I'm going to cut myself. Don't do all that. But you got to be able to discipline yourself. So that's incredibly important. And diet is key. Don't get me wrong. That's like 80% of it. Like diet is key. Well, 70. I think 70 to 80. And then, of course, sleep. You got to make sure you get adequate amounts of sleep. You got to make sure that you're actually relatively active throughout the day. Don't just sit around all day. I'm just sitting down, not doing nothing. But diet is incredibly important. You got to make sure that you're eating, the appropriate amount of calories for your body. So there is that. I'm not a huge, I may be a fitness, freak. I'm always working out, whatever the case may be. But I ain't one of them, I'm checking my meals, checking the calories, all that other stuff. I just eat in moderation. So I make sure that I don't mess around and I'm going to have a 6 entree meal twice a day. That's ludicrous. I'm going to become the unchiseled Adonis. So you got to stay on top of that. But discipline is incredibly important. And Josh, be correct. Discipline requires accountability early on for a lot of people. Correct. You got to be very, very accountable for the situation. So if you fuck up, I didn't go to the gym today, whatever, you got to take responsibility for that shit. But hit that like button if you have not already. Colts are driving down the field. 3rd and 1 here. Dallas needs a stop. The Colts need a conversion because this can swing the momentum of this game. Dallas just got it back. If Dallas can get a stop here, force a punt, go down the field and score, they can take the Colts' heart in this first half. But the Colts can make this a back-and-forth game, and they pick up the first as Jonathan Taylor Swift takes it across midfield to the 49. MD 864 said, your wife doesn't understand that. She'll starve herself for weeks, lose weight, and then the moment she eats, she gains weight back. I keep telling her that she has to eat right and exercise. Correct, but here's the thing, right? Perhaps there's a way that you're saying it that's not, being understood on her side. And I think that's one of the problems that I have with the unchiseled Adonis, right? Like I've tried everything as it pertains to, conversation and trying to relay the message. Some people, they can't hear it from you. Like it won't register. They have to hear it from somebody else. But it can get incredibly frustrating when you have individuals who don't necessarily listen. So you have to dumb it down or find a different way to give a comparison or whatever. Because you can even do it yourself and they'll still say, how did you do that? You just did everything that you told them to. So you have to find what ways do they actually receive information and then find a way to contort the delivery. It's incredibly nerve-wracking to do so. I shouldn't say nerve-wracking. I'll just go with annoying. It's incredibly annoying to do so because you feel like you're dealing with children. But if it's somebody that you love and you truly want to get that point across, then you got to do what you got to do, 2nd and 5. Ooh, Matt Ryan throws the football away. Nobody's there. Is he still inside the pocket? Or he did get hit? Did he get outside the box? Oh, I think they got to say he got out. Well, there it is. No intentional grounding. No intentional grinding. Tyshawn Pafavo said, how is Josh Jacobs not re-signed yet? Oh, but he will. He will. You got to give that brother his money for sure. Throw the fucking bag at that man. Lord, put 5 on it. Said, feeling good today. Just won a 43-inch Roku TV at your office Christmas party. Merry Christmas to you and everybody else in the building. Well, congratulations on winning a 43-inch TV. I actually have a 43-inch TV. Oh, no, that should have been an intentional grounding on Matt Ryan. Did they actually put the flag down? No, they did not. So that's interesting. Josh P said the gym can be overwhelming for some as well. My spouse doesn't go to the gym because of her anxiety, so I got a few things that she can use at home, whatever it takes. Correct. As the bar ends up forcing. Oh, Matt Ryan is livid right now. What is going on here? It's going to be a 4th down, and they're going to have to punt here. Matt Ryan is livid. What has happened? Why is he so pissed off? What happened here? They brought pressure. Ryan had to take the sack. Oh, it might have been the contact to the helmet. Ryan had the contact to the helmet. Oh, Lord. Yeah, you know what? I think they could have thrown that flag there. Alex A said, oh, your GF loves me. Wow, I appreciate that. That's pretty dope. But, yeah, see, the gym can be incredibly there's a level of anxiety that can exist there because you feel like everybody's staring at you. But here's the thing, right? It's all in somebody's head. Don't get me wrong. You can do at-home workouts and things like that. But when you go to the gym, here's one way to kind of disconnect from the anxiety, right? And if you're somebody who's relatively antisocial, introverted, things of that nature, if you have a friend who can go with you that is maybe not as introverted or whatever, you just pull up, right? And just ask somebody, hey, how do you do this? You don't keep talking to one person. You could just, and I know it can be incredibly nerve-wracking, but that's how you can break away from being so, anxious when you go in there. Because if you don't know what you're doing, you feel like people are watching you, but they really aren't. They really aren't. John said you went to the Bears and Packers game. Go Pack, go, baby. Hey, man, congratulations on a huge, huge W for your Packers. They got the job done. They did what needed to be done, and the Bears absolutely blew it. They should be ashamed of themselves. Sir, 25, or I should say 21-5, said, I hear you, brother. Yes, indeed. Josh, he said, go Lions. Outside said, Colts playing the 2 Super Bowl teams from 10 and 13 back-to-back. Well, you also forgot 30. But, yeah, I actually thought about that earlier. That's funny that you bring that up. That was literally on my mind as the game was starting. Kari said, who wins the 2022 Philadelphia Eagles or the 2015 Panthers? Who wins? The Panthers or the Eagles? You know what? I ain't gonna lie to you. I think the Eagles would win that game. Good Lord. Went down the wrong pipe. I think the Eagles would win that game. Because the Panthers were incredibly explosive. But the problem is the Eagles' offense of this year would be keeping pace. What am I sipping? Water. I'm drinking water. So went down the wrong doggone pipe. But I would take this year's Eagles. I think I would take this year's Eagles. Jeffrey said that the Ravens should fire Greg Roman. Everybody's calling for that man's head. I will say this. At the conclusion of the season, I think perhaps maybe they should look in a different direction because it seems like now he's kind of like he's the scapegoat for the problems that's happening with the offense. And don't get me wrong, they really should figure out how to have a somewhat relatively sustainable passing game. But they've got to figure that one out. They really need to get that figured out. David said, how about Najee Harris baptizing a grown man into the shadow room? Crazy stiff arm. This pass should have been picked off by Stephon Gilmore, but hell of a job by Gallup making sure that did not happen. Outside said, somebody said they'll take Canada over Roman. I can't necessarily say that because at least in Roman's case, he's been able to create a offense that has ran for more yards than any team, top 2 in yards in a 5-year span in NFL history. Steelers offense can't at least make a claim to that. The Ravens can. So I can't say I would take Canada over Roman. I cannot say that. Hit the like button if you have not already. Oh boy, CeeDee Lamb again. This time picks up the first down there, and he's going to carry it across the 30 here. And the Cowboys are moving the chains here. J Money Jeff said, did I see the In the Clutch stream today? No, I did not see the stream. What happened? what ended up happening. Token says that the 49ers are signing Josh Johnson off the Broncos practice squad onto their 53-man roster. Well, I'm not going to lie to you. If I'm the 49ers, I'm trying to get a quarterback that has I'm not going to sit over here and say, oh, there should have been a flag here for face mask towards the end of that tackle. But I'm not going to say go and grab a quarterback that's been there, done that. But if I'm the 49ers, I got to see who I can get that's a savvy veteran that can play the QB position. Hell, obviously in New Orleans, Andy Dalton's not going anywhere, but you want to grab a quarterback that's been around the league for a while. Now, granted, Brock Purdy been inside of the offense for the year, and he's learned, everything going on with the style there. Don't throw no flag. Don't throw no flag. That's a good hit. That's a clean hit. Thank you. No flag. But I would go and grab a quarterback, who been there, done that. No, here's the interesting thing about Cam. Here's the interesting thing about Cam. Cam and the 49ers offense actually can work, right? The problem is Cam's track record the past couple of years, he's lost the benefit of the doubt. But Cam and that offense actually can work, but he's lost the benefit of the doubt. So I wouldn't give him a phone call. There's Dak. Oh, it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and he's got a block, but damn, there came Zeke behind, tried to strip him. But Dak is picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He could not get the interception earlier on the drive, but gets it this time around. Yoink. Yoink. Give me the ball. That belongs to me. And he's working on Gallup. Damn, Gallup been blanketed all day. He got that one catch, and that's it. That's a terrible route. Jesus Christ. Hey, oh, man, you know what? Hey, do I got Gallup on the 1,000? I don't got Gallup on the 1,000. I don't got Gallup on the 1,000. Thank God, son. Gallup, that's a terrible route, dog. Hey, somebody go grab that brother Cleats, man. What the hell was that? That's a terrible route. Grab that brother Cleats right now. And that's I need Jonathan Taylor to find the end zone, though. If Jonathan Taylor can find the end zone, I'll feel good. Let Jonathan Taylor find the end zone. That's a terrible goddamn route. Hell of a pick by Gilmore, but if you're Gallup, you ought to be ashamed of yourself when you're looking at that on the tablet. That's a terrible fucking route. That's a terrible route. That man looked like he was playing in high school with that garbage-looking route. Good Lord. Malik said that Ross was rubbing his mic like Deshaun was getting a happy ending. Oh, Lord in heaven. Today News said, please answer this. Who is better right now, Russell Wilson or Deshaun Watson? Deshaun played one game in a year and 3 quarters. We don't have enough tape to say between Russell Wilson or Deshaun Watson. It's going to be Russell Wilson by default. Deshaun Watson got one game on tape since the pandemic. That's unfair to even try to make that comparison now. It's an unfair situation to try to do the comparison now. Way too premature to do so. There's not enough footage to gauge. We can't do that now. Dak trying to be Mr. Unlimited. Yeah, he threw it straight into double cut. It was a bad pass, but moreover, it was a bad route. Michael Gallup ran a bad route. Don't get me wrong. Throwing in double coverage really is not the best option. But if you got a trusted guy who runs the right route the right way and can catch those 50-50 balls, then you throw it. Michael Gallup was way off on timing. Dak had already known before the play he was going there with the football. He telegraphed that shit because there's no way that if you're going through your reads, you get there, you see Gallup, and you release the football there. Gilmore was where Gallup was supposed to be. You throw the football to where your receiver is supposed to be, not where they are. So if you're trying to throw it to where he's supposed to be and somebody's there, you already knew before the play that's where you were going. There's nothing wrong with having a preconceived, idea for the play already mapped out, But you have to be able to make the adjustments when time comes. Chevron, for 5 said, yeah, what's good? Do I think the NBA can do a 7-week schedule as the NFL? They've been thinking to tweak their regular season for years. Well, 17-week? No, will not work. That will not work. It is far too short. I think one thing with the NBA is the longevity of the league actually works to their benefit. Now, if you were to, let's say, cut games from 82 to 62, that doesn't necessarily hurt what they have going on, right? Granted, you want guys to play, that length of games, because there's times in which you could look at that regular season, like you're playing from what? Late or mid-October, and if you go to the NBA Finals, you're playing in June. But average teams go from mid of October or late October to the end of April, right? So essentially, I think with basketball, they can cut the season down to, let's say, 62 games. But they have to prioritize that people play, or what they can do is get rid of the back-to-backs. But the problem is you get rid of the back-to-backs, you're now in a situation in which you have a longer, duration of time. So essentially, I think if they were to cut the games down from about 20, then perhaps, things matter. But cut the games, if you were to cut it down to 62, instead of having 8 teams go, for one, eliminate the play-in. Now the play-in is now moot, right? And then instead of 8 teams go from each conference to the playoffs, how about you cut that sumbitch down to like 4 a conference? Because let's just be honest here. When you have like the between 5 and 8, usually 5 and 6 are good enough teams or whatever. And I don't believe there should be any buys in basketball. That's why I don't say 6. But I don't say 6 because I don't believe there should be any buys. So if you put it in a situation where it is the best teams that are there, and it's incredibly scarce to make it to the playoffs, and you can't just, I'm 500, I'll go in. Now motherfuckers ain't going to be taking games off. Because let's just be honest here. When was the last time that a 6 to 8 seed did anything in the postseason? And when we say do anything, I'm talking about championship winning. It don't happen. So now put it in a situation where legitimately the best of the best have to go out there and get a championship. Now you can make something happen. Weedy said, I don't believe any team with a sub 500 record should be in the playoffs in any sport. I agree. That's why I think with seeding, it shouldn't necessarily, and I understand division, right? So but I think it should just be whoever got the best records, they get in. Who don't, you missed out. Fuck whatever division it may be. Now you can crown a champion, you can win your division, but mess around and miss the playoffs. But there has to be an incentive for winning. No, Hakeem, we're talking about the 90s here. Hakeem won it with his Rockets in 94, right? No, it was 95. They was a 6 seed. 94 they weren't the 6 seed. It was 95 when they won with Drexler, right? 95 was how many years ago? Because it's 2022. So if we really want to do the math, I got to find the clip because the timing wasn't right. But 95 was how many years ago?
27.
27.
27. 27.
Now, you look across sports, how often does the person in the bottom quarter of the seeding win championships? Next to none. There are isolated, individual teams that do so, but next to none. So fuck them. Get them out of there. Oh, but what about the exception to the rule? The exception doesn't make the rule. Detroit was in 2004? The 2004 Detroit Pistons? The 2004 Detroit Pistons were 54 and let's see, what was their seeding here in the bracket. They were what? And they were a hell of a team. But still, the exception doesn't make the rule. Let's see here. What was the division? Where were they in the No, they were the 3 seed. They were 54 and 28. They were the 3 seed when they won the championship. What are we talking about? Detroit Lions? Oh, please. Pittsburgh won as the 6th seed in football in 2005. The Giants won as the 5 seed or the 6th seed in 2007. Ravens won as the 4 seed in 2000. Damn, they got a hand on the football and still went through the uprights. Big Humphus said, how would I react to this, the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl? Well, I think it would be fairly similar to how I usually react to everything else that's there. EO said, should the NFL have a developmental league just as the NBA and MLB? No, they shouldn't. They shouldn't. A 6 seed in 2012? What, Dallas? OKC and OKC in 2012. Let's see here. 2012 NBA playoffs. 6 seed in 2012. What was that? Me thinks not. Let's see here. Oh, God damn it, Gallup. Come on. No, Oklahoma City was the 2 seed. And the Heat were the 2 seed. So that doesn't work. The Ravens? Well, the Ravens were the Ravens were the 4 seed, the 3 seed. Doesn't work there. The Ravens, when they won the championship in 2000, they won the division. So no, they don't count there. But still, regardless, across the board, the exception doesn't make the rule. I think they should just shorten the season, but then cut out, teams that can mess around and make the playoffs. 3rd and 5 here. Ooh, Dak trying to run, but he ain't going nowhere. Take him down for a sack. Tyrone in the building. Hello there. Welcome. This guy, Malik, said Chris Benoit won the Rumble as the 1 seed. You better stop him. 14-13 is the score right now. Dallas going to be forced to punt because, my heavens, is the coverage doing a job on them. No, the Ravens, they were a wild card in 2000. But remember, that back then there was only 3 divisions, wasn't it? It was the Central, it was Central, and was it East and West, I believe? But the Ravens were a 4 seed. Chevron, put 10 on it. Said it would be drastic drop going to a 17, but at least on a week-to-week basis, every game is meaningful, no load management, and easy game off, etc. Fans would tune in with hype every game. I agree. Hence why I think if you lower the amount of teams that go to the playoffs and then you cut down on games, now every game is crucial. Yeah, 2000 is when they reset up the divisions. 2002, pardon. Yeah, there was no South, anything for divisions back then. Well, there it is. Peyton said that won't ever happen because more playoff games equal more money, and that money going in their pocket. Yeah, indeed, that is true. Until we find their bank, then we can do that. From said, do I think that Tampa is still going to win the NFC South if they're going to lose against the Saints tomorrow? Actually, yes. I still think that they will win the NFC South. They will win the NFC South 8-9. I believe that's what it's going to be. They'll win it 8-9. That's when it will be. LUFC said, what genjutsu do I have Henry under since he hasn't shown up yet? Well, I cannot reveal, said genjutsu, because somebody might release, and then all of a sudden Henry shows up. So we got to make sure we keep him at bay. Frozen! Pateno said, Lamar got injured mid-game and then made my whole team underperform in fantasy this week with a total of 88 points in fantasy. My worst week yet, might have to use Mr. 30 for 30 and hope Andy is out somehow. Well, for one, unfortunate situation for your fantasy team, but also unfortunate situation for Lamar Jackson. Does anybody have an update yet on Lamar? Because we got an update on Jimmy G breaking his doggone leg, or I should say breaking his foot. So is there any update on Lamar? Because I believe it was a knee injury, if I'm not mistaken. So I can only hope that it's not so serious to where he's out for the year. Now, remember, last year, it was around this same time Lamar got hurt, but it was with 6 games remaining, and Baltimore lost 6 consecutive while they were sitting at 8-3 and missed the playoffs. So now, sitting at 8-4, what will be the fate of the Baltimore Ravens moving forward? Find out on the next exciting episode of Dragon Ball Z. It's day to day. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I hope he's all right, though. I really do. I hope he's going to be all right. They said he's going to get the MRI tomorrow. Well, there it is. So he's not out. It's just day to day. He's going to okay, so maybe days to weeks. All right, well, there is that. There is that. It's not a season-ending injury. That is good for them. That is good for them. Now, they just got to make sure that they keep pace, and especially, playing Pittsburgh this upcoming week. That's a rivalry game. If they got Hundley up in there, oof, we shall see. It's a knee sprain. Well, fair enough, as long as it's not a knee, a season-ending injury. So that'll be good. That will be good. As we have 1:15 left on the clock here. You know what's funny? This game was flying, and then it came to a halt because now people are trying to add points before the end of the halftime. I thought we was going to see the end of the half by 9:45, but evidently that is not indeed the case. Matt Ryan looking oh, boy, he just missed Pierce there, and I believe that's going to set up a 3rd and long situation. They better protect themselves. They better protect Matt Ryan because Micah Parsons is coming here. Micah Parsons is coming here. Big Huffer said, who's the best shooter at every position in the NBA, in my opinion? You have Steph shooting at point. Yeah, I don't think there's a better shooting player than Steph at point. Shooting guard, you have Clay at the 2. Personally, I can agree with Clay. I can also throw in Ray Allen. You can argue a Reggie Miller, but I think I would put Clay there because I think they are the greatest shooting backcourt. So then I would have them there at 3. At the 3 you have KD. I can make an argument for Peja, but I'm not gonna go and not take KD there, so that's fine. Power forward, obviously Dirk, and you have Cat at center as the greatest shooting center. Well, it depends because if you're talking 3-point shooting, then something. But if I was just say shooting, then give me Ewing because I believe that Patrick Ewing is the greatest shooting center of all time. But he didn't shoot threes. He shot from the perimeter. I don't think there was somebody who shot better from the perimeter than Patrick Ewing at the 5 during his day. So there is that. But no. Here's the thing. With KD and Larry Bird, I would definitely take Bird to a certain extent, but then KD, I believe, is a better shooter. And he can literally – Larry can do it from anywhere. But KD is you can't guard him. Like, it's crazy. Matt, oh, boy, ricochet, intercepted. It's picked off. Oh, heavens. It might be a pick 6. Wow, this fat-ass Tank Lawrence got in the way. Tank Lawrence fat-ass got in the way. Oh, that would have been a pick 6 for Dallas. Wow. Pass was ricocheted and intercepted, but fat-ass Tank Lawrence stayed in the way there. Oh, heavens to Betsy. DeMarcus, yeah, MP1, I absolutely agree. If me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect. I'd have put some hands on, good Lord, LUFC done said it's 2:45 a.m. for you. Good Lord, you are 5 hours ahead of me. But that should have been a pick 6. But Tank Lawrence done, oh, no. Actually, no, he stepped out of bounds before. Matt Ryan got deleted, but then Tank Lawrence, big ass, got in the way. He did step out of bounds slightly before. So when they went to the review, they would have took it off the board. So I guess we can, take back a bit of blame from Tank Lawrence. But there is that. Today's news that Matt Ryan is choking, and he brought the Falcons to the Colts. Nothing new for Matt Ryan. Pick 6 indeed. Looking like Brandon Schaub out there. 15th turnover this season. The most in the NFL. Tied with who? Josh Allen. Trent said if the Steelers win out, which is possible with our schedule, we might actually have a chance for playoffs. Yes, I spoke about this a little bit earlier. It's highly plausible, but I believe that they'll go 4-1. I think they can go 4-1. The trickiest games will be the last one against Baltimore and the game against Las Vegas. I think Pittsburgh can get Cleveland. And I think they can get vengeance on Cleveland. I feel confident that they'll at least get one over Baltimore. I think most likely the next game against Baltimore. And Carolina, don't get me wrong, they've had some surprising wins this season, but I think Pittsburgh can get them. So they're in a situation where they can make something happen. Remember what my prediction, going into the year was. I thought Pittsburgh can be a 12-win team. And if you look at how they lost their games, they could have easily been a 12, 13-win team, but they shoot themselves in the foot. Hell, you can argue 14, but they shoot themselves in the foot. Pardon me. Let me not say 12, 13, 14-win team because they're still going on the season. Right now, you can argue they probably should only have like 3 losses or whatever, but you can make the same for any team in the NFL. But it's a matter of did they lose or did the other team win? And oftentimes it's the Steelers losing themselves. But they can make something happen. But I'm not going to sit over here and be like, oh, man, playoffs on the red. You just take it 1 week at a time and just see where the chips fall. Bronze, but 2-1 said, what's my favorite stadium, any sport? My favorite stadium, any sport. I really enjoyed Jerry World. I like the construction. And the how the inside, the attention to detail that exists there. So there is that. I think that's pretty dope. I like the simplicity of the Madison Square Garden. I've been there so many times. I like the simplicity of Madison Square Garden. When I went to Atlanta, I really like Mercedes-Benz Stadium. I really enjoyed going to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So I think I would have to say, and I've never been to AT&T Stadium yet, but I'll have to put them number because I want to see that Jumbotron up front. Oh, there's a pass from Dak. Oh, it's broken up. Nearly had a touchdown there, but it's broken up. Oh, I went to the Big House in Ann Arbor. Yes, I did go to the Big House in Ann Arbor earlier this year. And fun fact, I saw Georgia live when they played against UConn. I saw Georgia when they played against Kent State. I saw Michigan when they played against UConn. Both the number 1 and 2 seed, I saw them both live this season. So that's pretty cool. So perhaps we will see if one of them wins the national championship, and then I could say, hey, I saw the national championship live. Or at least I should say I saw the championship team live. Did I see the game? That's yet to be seen. They're going to be a 3rd and long here. Just before the end of the half, I would call a timeout. Good job, McCarthy. Talk this one over and figure out what the hell it is that you want to do here. Oh, good Lord. Leonard is out for the season due to his back. Damn, that sucks. He looks like he's aged a shit ton. Shade says, shouldn't my favorite be Heinz Field? No, because I'm not one of those individuals who just have a super bias just because you have an allegiance with a certain team. No. Big Humphrey said, despite him not winning major accolades, do I think Patrick Ewing is underrated? Yes, I think he doesn't get his due for how good he was, but that also comes with the territory because he also choked in moments that he needed to, go out there and take care of business. 3rd and 9 here. I almost said 3rd and 7. Let's see what the play call is. I would hope that he looks for Gallup. Gallup is open. Gallup is open. Gallup is open. Gallup is open. Thank you. Get in there, Gallup. Touchdown. Yes, indeed. Come on now, Michael Gallup for the score. The Cowboys extend their lead to 20-13. Jesus Christ, what the hell was Dak looking at? Gallup was right there the whole time. Throw the ball to Michael Gallup. Thank you. Touchdown. Then boy. How much yards out was that? That should bring Michael Gallup to like 20. So now I need 20 more yards from Michael Gallup. Good Lord in heaven. I still need a touchdown from Jonathan Taylor Swift. Yep, that's exactly 20 flat. But oh boy, things are still looking rather bleak for me on Underdog Fantasy. I can't walk into the half feeling relatively comfortable just yet. You want to take a look at what I got running on Underdog Fantasy right now. I've already this is what happened earlier today. So if you guys want to know how you can mess around and win, this is what happened for me earlier today. Can we get that focus, please? Thank you very much. Now, I turned 15 into 300. I have Evan McPherson make 2 field goals. Hayden Hurts was under 38 yards. Deebo Samuel got over 41. Daniel Carlson put in 2 field goals. And Josh Jacobs went for a combined 150 rushing and receiving yards as they close out the Chargers. And I turned $15 into 300. So I decided, let me take that house money and try to 10x that. So let me not say 10x because that's not what was happening. Let's just say we was going to multiply it. But whatever the case may be, here's what I have going on. 15 to turn into 300 once more. I got Tony Chopper Pollard getting at least 2 receptions. Michael Gallup at least 41 yards. Matt Ryan under 4 yards rushing. Jelani Woods over 16 yards receiving. Dak Prescott under 9 yards rushing. I actually have a little bit of confidence with this particular lineup, but we do need Jelani Woods to get the football in his hand. Mans hasn't even been targeted, let alone seen the field like that thus far. And if the Colts can get a good return, no, they're not going to get weird. We're going straight to the doggone half. And there's launcher on the field that's going on over here. And then I got a big 50 into 1,000. This one, boy, I don't know. I just need, if Jonathan Taylor can score a touchdown, then I think I could start to feel somewhat confident. However, the Michael Pittman one is starting to get a little bit scary because the further that the Colts fall behind, the more they're going to throw the football and more will Matt Ryan target Pittman. But I got Pittman under 61 yards. I got Zeke Elliott over 55. He's got 22 more yards to go. I got Matt Ryan under 4 yards rushing. I got Noah Brown under 27 yards receiving. And then last but not least, I need Jonathan Taylor to go and find the end zone. So what will be the fate of my prediction here today? Click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app right now. Use promo code Adonis. It will match your deposit up to $100. Participate in what I like to participate, that being the pick'em, and you can mess around and win yourself a little bit of dollars. But may the odds ever be in your favor. Underdog Fantasy. Click the link in my description. Use promo code Adonis. Let them know I sent you. Oh, what is going on? Hello, welcome to the stream. Hit that like button if you have not already. Oh, damn. One of my friends had a parlay going, and he needed Deebo Samuel to score, and he did not. Oh, that's pain. Brutal. That is pain. I got one. Halftime picks. Chevron. Put 10 on it. Said you just seen the score from today's game. Why in the world do ties exist in any sport? Legitimately, the most foolish concept ever. Let's play at the highest level in front of millions to not have a winner. I actually dislike that. I dislike the fact that there is that we do have ties. I think ties are bullshit and they should not be ties. You should play to a conclusion. There is no reason why we should sit over here and be like, none of us win. Even in soccer, there should be no draws. Fuck that. You'll go to penalty shootouts. Have a victor. There is no reason why motherfuckers should not have, there should be ties. No ties. Either somebody wins or somebody loses. You're at the highest fucking level. There is no reason why that should happen. Michael, put 2 on it. Ooh, check my Discord DMs. I got you. Oh, Lens is the app where you can feed in selfies. Oh, that's what people been having over there on Instagram. I opened my Instagram this morning before I got off of it, and I saw a bunch of people with their faces altered. So that's what that must be. Interesting. The more you know. Peyton said, however, somebody's going to die if there's a 3 overtime in football game. Well, here's the interesting thing with that kind of concept. Right now, I'm not going to go into no sudden death. Now you do the 2-point conversion, whatever. I truly believe that a team will score if you keep the game going. A team will score. There's not going to be no, oh man, nobody's unable. Something's going to happen. A mistake will happen. Somebody will win. Like you're not going to see no 8 overtime, 9 overtimes. If you have a full overtime football game, somebody's going to make a mistake. It's simply not going to occur. And if it were to occur, it's going to be a one-off that probably is going to be incredibly rare for that to happen. So I think they should keep the sumbitch to where there is no ties that happen. Michael Patuon said the Eagles have the easiest schedule in the entire NFL. Do you think that's why they're playing football at the level that they're playing football? Because I think that they're a legitimate team, and they're really going out there and earning their victories. So whether they have the easiest schedule in the NFL, whatever the case may be, you line up professionals every single weekend, big on big, 53 against 53, or I should say 22 against 22, and you got to go out there and do your job, whether it's a difficult schedule or an easy schedule, because football truly is any given Sunday. Peyton said, I mean, shit, put Zach Wilson-led team at this versus this year Saints, you might have a 1-0-13 OT game. Well, for one, you can't 1-0 in football, but I get what you're saying, baseball fan. But here's the difference, though, right? The Saints defense will force a turnover. You force a turnover on the right side of the field, guess what? You're in field goal range. Now it's a matter of kickers missing kicks, or all you have to do is inch closer and closer. Seldom are you going to see a situation where both defenses play so lights out to where there's no turnovers, but there's just a crazy array of punts. There's been games, crazy defensive games, or games in which it's been difficult to score. But the longer that the game goes, a team is going to give. That's just professional sports. That's just professional sports. David, put 5 on it, said Eagles have the best offensive line in the NFL. Schedule be damned. Well, I agree. They do, because they've shown that. Like, you could talk about playing against certain team, but don't get me wrong. Like, everybody is out here. Everybody is out here preparing multiple practices per week for their opposing team. So even if you have a shit team or whatever, you got the same preparation time. Unless, of course, you played on Monday and then you got a game on Thursday, or you played on Sunday, then you got a game on Thursday. That's difficult. Turnaround. But for the most part, preparation on average is fairly similar. So you just got to make sure that you go out there, prepare the correct way, and then go out there and execute. You got to make sure you go out there and execute. He said, y'all should watch cricket. That game can go on for many hours with little to no breaks and no ties allowed. Fair enough. Black Freak has always said the game today against Washington really showed that you can only beat themselves with turnovers and penalties. The Big Humper said, what's the most awful taint you could have on your career after retiring? I believe blowing your only chance to win a championship or ending a narrative. The most awful taint that you can have on your career after retiring. I think never winning a championship really, really stains players' careers because of the level of disrespect that they receive. I've said this time and time again. If Charles Barkley had a championship, he's a top 10 player all time. If Dan Marino has a championship, he's a consensus top 3 quarterback all time, even with one championship. Well, things would probably change, especially in this passing era. Eventually, he would fall back. But without question, he's there. Barry Sanders, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens, Steve Smith, Chad Johnson. Well, for wide receivers, it doesn't necessarily affect so much. But with quarterbacks, it plays a large role. And then, of course, in like games like NBA, hell, in what is it? Who's the Yankees captain who never won? Is it Mattingly? who never won a championship. He's the only person with like the Yankees captain who's never won a championship or whatever the case may be. Like it's a shit ton with championships. You don't win one, you're overlooked. Like if McNabb won a championship, he's in the Hall of Fame. But I think never winning a championship definitely is a huge stain. Now, with the reputation, the thing is, the reputation portion really sucks, but you can still milk, what you did in the league. Like, for example, O.J. Simpson never won a championship, right? But he was such a sensational football player, like legitimately. Remember when I did the whole somebody passes the baton? From Jim Brown, it went to O.J. Simpson, right? And then ultimately O.J. gave it to Walter Payton. O.J. was so good that despite the fact that he murdered, Nicole Simpson and Ron Goldman, despite the fact that he did that allegedly, right? He still can have a following. He'll still be able to live his life. He'll still be able to go and get contacts or whatever, right? And granted, it's still a situation where people look at him like, oh, man, this guy over here, I don't know. But you win a championship, granted, it helps the professional, career or whatever, but your legacy can go so much further and you can milk a bit more. Super Bowl champion so-and-so sounds better than just NFL legend so-and-so. So, there's that. Because in the real world, what you did in sports really don't matter. However, if you are a larger-than-life personality, like somebody like an OBJ, now that you're a Super Bowl champion, Odell Beckham, they're going to lean with that, and you can never take that away from somebody. No, with Brett Favre, there's not really an allegedly. I mean, with Brett Favre, there's way too much fingerprints that's on there, so it's kind of difficult for him to try to avoid. But, there is that. Barkley with a ring equals the second best power forward of all time. You could definitely make that argument. Hell, Karl Malone with a ring, I think he'd be in the conversation for greatest of all time. He would be the greatest power forward of all time because you're the number 2 all-time leading scorer. You won a doggone championship. You got to give that man his respect. But right now, it's Timmy. Hell, if Kevin Garnett had won a title with Minnesota, truly, if you really look at Garnett and Tim Duncan, you can argue Garnett was a better player. Tim Duncan had the better team success. And Duncan was a hell of a doggone player. But truly, one-on-one, I'd take Garnett. But just because I'd take one over the other doesn't discount somebody else's greatness, but those are different, conversations for that. Stockton with a ring, God, yes, indeed. Mike Tomlin just raged out on a fan. Did he? Mike Tomlin raged out on a fan? I didn't notice. Big Humphers said, speaking of what you said about OJ, Dave Chappelle made a joke about it. Somebody was mad at him for shaking one hand in the 90s, so he justified it by saying that dude ran for over 100K yards. Correct. And I remember, I think I had said this in a video, right? Despite somebody being a terrible person, and I think it was with the Benoit thing, despite the fact that Benoit killed his family and then himself, that doesn't discount him being one of the greatest technical wrestlers of all time. You can be an absolute terrible human being. That doesn't now mean that you're not good at what your craft was. R. Kelly is a terrible human being. We're going to sit over here and be like, yo, R. Kelly can't sing. What? Because you're just you going to burn in hell all of a sudden you're not good at what you do? Come on now. What are we talking about? Let Tom Brady. Let's just say a story were to break out. Man, Tom Brady was out here touching kids. All of a sudden, matter of fact, no, we don't even need to make a hypothetical. We'll use a reality situation. Darren Sharper, serial rapist. All of a sudden, obviously, he's not going to, because, it happened before he went into the Hall of Fame, he's not going to go into the Hall of Fame. But we going to sit over here and be like he ain't one of the greatest safeties of all time? Or Darren Sharper not a ball hawk because he used to give, ladies balls without their permission. It don't change what you did during your craft. You're a shit human being. But that don't mean you ain't who you were in your craft. 40 Cal said Hulk Hogan was shit in the ring and shitty person. No. I disagree. Hulk Hogan wasn't shit in the ring. Hulk Hogan worked the style that worked with the American audience. Anybody who's seen Hulk Hogan's tape from Japan, Hulk Hogan can wrestle in the ring. The difference is in Japan, they at that time, prioritized the wrestling aspect and everything. In America, it was more just the whole larger-than-life personality, the spectacle. They were just into big moves and all that other stuff. Because if Hogan was doing all that extra wrestling that he was doing when he was in Japan and he tried to do that in the States, he wouldn't have been as over. But with the power slam and then the leg drop, that made more money than any wrestler in the business at the time he was going. So was he a shit person? You can say that. But in the ring, one of the best minds that have ever existed. Showmanship is what America loves. So you just had to be a character. Hernandez. But there is that. Damn Rudy put 2 on it. Said, found a hole in the tree. Pinky on the phone. Hole is deep. Whoa, wait, sir, excuse me. Sir, what are you referencing? What are you talking about, sir? Rashid put 5 on it. Said, Jets don't have a light schedule and they're making noise. You got to go out there and you got to win. You got to go out there and you got to win. That's the thing about football. People can have hard schedules. People can have easy schedules. You simply got to go out there and produce. The second half is beginning, ladies and gentlemen. Second half is beginning. Let me know right now if you guys are changing your picks on who you believe will be winning here this evening. Cowboys or the Indianapolis Colts. Let me know who you guys got. Let me know who you guys got. Oh, boy, they can get a good return here. They're going to get – oh, no, but there's laundry on the field. This is probably coming back. John D said, yeah, can you get a commanders, put y'all motherfucking head back down and get aboard the T train? Oh, no, I don't got to say it now. You're going to hear it in the commentary. 40 Cal said he's a legit wrestler and never won a major title, and it's shameful. William Regal, correct. And I think he was incredibly underutilized. And he did not get his due. 2008, he should have been the world champion. When he was heel and he won the King of the Ring, it's really a shame that they did nothing with his character, and that really bothered me. Carnell said, do I do stand-up shows? Yes, I have done stand-up shows. Am I doing some right now at this very moment? No. I was going to go back into it, but granted, I have to do all this stuff for the NFL season, trying to converse my, save my voice and everything. I am not on stage right now, but I will be returning. Once the season is over and getting stuff done, because I do need to get more visibility on stage alongside producers, things of that nature, getting on shows, things of that, and going on tour, everything. Because the plan is to be much more than just on social media, obviously. So it's not like I can't do it because I've done it, but he was IC champ in 2008. No, but he should have been world champion. William Regal's character in 2008 was that of a world champion, and there was a hole there for him to fill at world champion. So he could have easily been there at the top, Black Hood is headed to sleep. Hey, man, have yourself a good night. Hit that like button if you have not already. Cowboys and Colts, opening drive of the second half. Right now, 3rd and long for Indianapolis, trying to get back in this game, trailing by 8. Oh, Pierce got to catch that football. Rashid Patoun said, rise of rise of beasts. Transformers reaction. I did not see it, so I would have to give my reaction after I do mess around and see it. Justin Said that Dub and Raw streamed an NFL game today. I heard earlier that they did. I did not see it. I'll probably have to look back at the playback. Draco King said, as a Haitian, Brazil or Argentina? I like Argentina. Always liked Argentina. So I will go with them. As for my family, they are, or I should say my father and mother, they are Brazil. Homegirl Adonis is also Brazil. Then a couple of my other friends are Brazil. So I think I'm kind of lone wolfing it with Argentina, but I do roll with Argentina. So there is that. JC said, I'm thinking about some biddies. Well, not at the moment. I'm thinking about drinking some more water, but it's running low. They ran on 3rd and 11. Yes, they ran on 3rd and 11 because they figured it's easier to punt than to try to force something and mess around and take a sack. They realized the situation with the protection. But here's the thing, right? Now what they have to do, because the football's at midfield, they must force a 3 and out or hold them to a field goal. They cannot, under any circumstance, allow a touchdown here because now things will get incredibly drastic for them. So they need to make sure that they hold them to a field goal at best, or I should say at worst, a field goal, a 3 and out at best. So there is that. Exceptional said that water should be unlimited. Unfortunately, it's not. Unfortunately, it's not. LUFC said you want the Colts to win just to see them boys fan meltdown, but just with how the game has gone, you think the Cowboys will win. Fair enough, fair enough. Pete Rose is a good example. Yes, indeed. With all that, I believe it was gambling off the field is what ended up costing him the Hall of Fame. The Baseball Hall of Fame is some bullshit, bro, because I don't understand how certain players, you could look at them and be like, yeah, man, it's not unanimous for them to go to the Hall of Fame. What? What is going on? Absolute lunacy. What the hell? Is that Sasha Banks? What the hell? That's some random stuff. What show is this? That was Sasha Banks. Nikki Bella. Well, I'm no longer interested. Barry Bonds. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. How about Cam Newton to the San Francisco 49ers? Anybody feeling that funny that you say that? Because I said that earlier. Cam Newton fits into their system perfectly, like a glove. But given his track record, his past couple of seasons, it's not going to work. Peyton Patuan said, did I see the top 25 Adonis vids countdown? Yes, I did see a couple that were there. I did see a couple that was there. I believe 23 was the Jameis Winston 30 for 30. So I did see a couple that had popped up over there. Oh, wow, they got Dak in a goddamn Cowboys since the thing. Hilarious. But I did see a few of them that was over there. Furry Mike said, congratulations on your Steelers. Defeated your Falcons. You do not have to do the Dirty Bird dance. Oh, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. QT said, first content creator I follow religiously. You going far, brother. I appreciate you, QT. That means a lot. Big Humfer said there are players in sports that don't hold the clutch reputation but won a lot because they were so dominant. Shaq is a prime example. 4 chips, 3 finals MVPs, but he was a 7-1, 300-pound tank. Correct. He was and truly was the most dominant. And granted, nobody could stop him given his size, but they don't give Shaq credit for his nimbleness, his ability to move when in the paint, because that man had footwork. When he was big as shit, he had footwork. And people just try to chalk it up to size. Oh, no, he still can play basketball at a very high level. Understand, Orlando Shaq was strong as fuck. But he also could run the floor. He could pass the basketball out of the post. He had the footwork to get around people and everything. So he deserves all the adulation and praise that he gets, and I think he doesn't get enough. Oh, wow, Dak actually passed Roger Staubach, and he's about to pass Danny White, and I believe they had another quarterback that they had listed over there as well. And then soon enough, he's going to go and catch Aikman. He's going to go and catch Aikman. All you need is a jumper and free throw stroke. I agree, because I've said this before, and I've actually done the math for it. If every player in NBA history, and this was a study that I conducted in 2017, so now it won't work because obviously LeBron. But if every player in NBA history shot 75% from the free throw line, every player in NBA history, Shaq's the all-time leading scorer. Then, even if you leave every NBA player where they are, you increase Shaq to 75% or 80, he's in the top 2. It's like crazy, bro. If this man just made free throws, it'd have been insane. As the Cowboys fail to take advantage and run up the score, and Colts offense is about to be headed back to the field following a punt. Let me see what my underdog fantasy is looking like right now. Oh, where are we sitting? Zeke needs 12 more. Oh, my God. I need Tony Chapapala with one more reception. Here's where we are right now. I need one more reception from Tony Chapapala. Then I need Michael Gallup to get me 21 more yards. I also need Jelani Woods with a 16-yard reception. I need Jelani Woods with 16 yards as well. That's in my turn 15 into 300. Meanwhile, in my turn 5 into 1,000, I need Michael Pittman to keep doing what he's doing right now. Absolutely nothing. I also need Jonathan Taylor Swift to find the end zone. I know Zeke will get me 11 more yards. I have no doubt in my mind Zeke will get me 11 more yards. But I do need Jonathan Taylor Swift to find that end zone right now. And I need Michael Pittman to be a non-factor. If I see Jonathan Taylor score, I'm going to start to get giddy. I'm not going to lie to you, dog. If I see Jonathan Taylor score, I'm going to start to get giddy. Good Lord, the makeup that's on Eddie Murphy's face is crazy right now. William Regal's son wrestles in NXT under the name Charlie Dempsey, and he does a crazy-looking submission. Well, I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. Outside Steeler fan Chiseled, it would be fun if you did election recaps and gave the losing candidate the death note. That would be fun, but I don't follow politics, so since that's the case, I can't bring myself to give a fuck enough to go ahead and do so. I usually do a video after every single presidency, like, hey, we're one America, so granted, whoever the fuck wins, whoever the fuck loses, get over yourself, and then find a way to coexist to make the country a better place. But given, the hysteria of the past 6 years, and what it's been, where people we shouldn't even really say 6 years. I really should say 10. Where it's been so divided, it's to a point now where you can see we're being played, because ultimately, with both sides, granted, the independent party, the Green Party, but whatever the case may be, it's two sides of the exact same coin. It's literally two sides of the exact same coin. George Carlin said it best, where he said it's one big, it's one big club and you're not in it. That's legitimately what it is, So ultimately, whether you're on the red side, you're on the blue side, they're both pretty much fucking you. Shit doesn't make any sense. So I'll never sit there, oh man, I'm heavily invested in all this other stuff. Don't get me wrong, they got policy and all that other stuff that they got over there, but ultimately the people aren't in their best interest. So you find a way to make the system work for you. Then from that point, you try to milk what you can out of that very system, figure out a method to where it can work for you, and then you funnel that into your loved ones, and then you try to teach other individuals. Because if you're trying to get to a point where you'll be okay, it's incredibly tough to be at the bottom and try to help the people that are at the bottom try to elevate upwards. It's incredibly tough to do so. So what you have to do is pretty much sacrifice on your end first. You tell them, hey, I'll be back for you. You find a way to climb the ladder, get yourself out of the pit, and then you can throw down the rope. But when everybody's inside trying to climb, guess what? Motherfuckers gonna hold you down. So you got to get yourself out first, turn back, and then help. You got two hands for a reason. One to help yourself, then the other to help somebody else. Oh, Lord, did he just fumble on the play? Oh, no, he's down by contact. So that's what you pretty much got to do, Often, and best believe, people going to look at you like, hey, man, this guy's selling now. He done left the hood. What's going on over here? Hey, man, this person think they better than you. Oh, no. You got to understand. You got to sacrifice now, get to where you got to get first. Then at that point, you can turn around and say, hey, let me help you out. Because you actually have the credibility, you have the visibility, you actually have the resources. You can go ahead and you can do that. You don't secure you, then what? So there is that. I'll leave it at that. But 10:35 on the clock here in the third quarter, as the Colts are looking to cultivate a drive that can even up the score here. You just found out Eddie Murphy got 10 kids? Yes, indeed. He do got 10 kids. Julio said that's why all I say is, why can't we critique them big noses? What you mean, my big ass nose? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Those noses. Well, you know, because they're in control. It's not like they're hiding it. Anybody with a brain know what's going on, so what you got to do, make the system work for you, get it in your favor, and then when you have the leverage, then you can turn around and say, but until you actually have the leverage, it ain't going to work. Ye tried it, but then he went off the rails. There's ways that you can do it, but you got to make sure you have the leverage first and you have the contacts. Mans doesn't have the leverage that he thought he had, and he don't got the contacts. So, you know, don't fuck yourself before you have your leverage. Don't do that until you have your leverage. I remember Daquan Wiltshire had put out a tweet after Sneeko had got banned, and he was like, "Yeah, you see, you can't sacrifice your bottom line. Correct? Don't sacrifice your bottom line unless you're in a place that you have a little bit of leverage. If you want to utilize somebody like Tate, he has his leverage because he can do his own shit. You're sitting on your own bank. You have your own stuff to where you can protect yourself when they come after you. So you can mess around and do what you got to do when you create your leverage. You don't got your leverage, you're going to get fucked. You're at the mercy of somebody else." But Arlen put 2 on, said, forgot all about Sunday Night Football while running through RE3. Well, I'll tell you who needs more than 3. That's the Indianapolis Colts, because right now they trailing by 8. 8:40 on the clock here. Mickey said Nick Gannon got the most kids. No, he still don't have more than DMX. I believe DMX got 16. I believe he got 16. Ant said, all you need is Prescott to have more passing yards than Ryan, and you win half of your parlay on Underdog Fantasy. Oh, is that right? Well, for one, if that's the case, then you would need the Cowboys defense to get a takeaway here. Big Humphrey said, which rapper do I think has the best beard? Shit, I couldn't tell you. I wouldn't even be able to identify all of the doggone rappers. Is that Pittman? Oh, no, it's not. Thank the Lord. That is not Pittman. Beautiful. I need everybody but Pittman out there. Cromartie, I believe, has 11 or 13 kids. Julio said they got hit with the radiation shot like Putin did to that one dude. Oh, my. But third quarter, here we go. 7:40 on the clock here. Colts are putting together a drive, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Ryan is driving them down the field. I believe they have already amassed 50 yards here on this drive, but here comes the timeout. Oh, no, there's laundry on the field. Are they going to call a false start? Yep, they're going to call a false start. What intonation are they doing? HOD put 2 on it. Said, what teams do I think is top 5 in order? Okay, so Eagles in order. Jesus Christ. All right, so Eagles are 1. The Eagles are 1. Cincinnati is really looking good right now. And then with Jimmy G getting hurt, I can't put the 49ers at 2. But, geez, this man just dunked the football on the ground. So, Eagles, the Chiefs lost. Eagles, I'll go Minnesota. Eagles, Minnesota. The Eagles, Minnesota. Cincinnati. Kansas City. Cincinnati, Kansas City. And then I can't not have Buffalo despite the fact that they looked somewhat. And Miami was looking very good, and then they took a stumble. So, yeah, I'll throw Buffalo in there. And you know what? Tonight, Kansas City has to be in my 5. They have to be in my 5 because I believe they're true contenders. In the AFC, it's now somewhat wide open as well. And I think Cincinnati has now put themselves in a situation where you can't deny them with the way that they've played over the course of the last 2 months. So then there's that. And then ultimately, Dallas looks good. Dallas looks very good. But I think I would give Buffalo a slight edge over them. So yeah, I think that's my 5 right now. Yeah, I think that's my 5 right now. Eagles, Vikings, Chiefs, Bengals, and then Bills. I think that's my 5. Honcho, put 10 on it. Say hello, Chiseled. How are you, sir? Quick thoughts on ad dropping. Ad dropping 55 after 44. Oh, AD dropping 55 after a 44 performance versus Giannis, and the Eagles improving to 11-1. Well, for one, Davis is playing well, but I don't give a fuck unless he can stay healthy. All of this regular season stuff for AD, I don't give a shit about that unless he can stay healthy. If he stays healthy, great. If he gets hurt, this shit don't fucking matter. So that's that. And as for the Eagles, best team in football. So they're doing what they need to do. You know, outside Steeler fan said Carlin predicted everything like a dime. Absolutely, he did. 4th and 1 here, and the Colts are going to go for it. Matt Ryan, does he get 1 yard? I think he does. Give them the first down. I think he got it. I think Matt Ryan got it. That should bring him down to 0 rush yards. All right, great. Thank you, Matt Ryan. Now I don't need no more yards. Matt Ryan had -1 yards rushing, and now he is up to 0 yards. I don't need 4 yards out of Matt Ryan. Let's keep him where he is at 0 yards. 1st and 10. Come on, Jelani Wood. No, actually, no, not a Jelani Woods here. This is Jonathan Taylor Swift territory. This is Jonathan Taylor Swift territory. There's oh Lord, Jonathan Taylor going nowhere. Come on now, we need a touchdown, Taylor. At least I should say I need a touchdown for my parlay. I ain't gonna say we. Like I ain't gonna put this on y'all. I ain't gonna put this on y'all. But street clothes Davis. I don't give a damn about what he does during the regular season. Show me what he looks like in the postseason. Is he healthy? If he's healthy, magnificent. If not, who gives a hoot? It's like now with Lamar Jackson. I think in the NFL equivalent would be somebody like a Lamar Jackson, where he's not as hurt as AD is. But there's pick. God damn it. He was able to catch a touchdown here. Oh, come on. God damn it. If you're going to throw a touchdown, throw it to Woods. God damn it. Brutal. Pierce gets a touchdown on Joseph in the end zone for the score. Skylar said, you traded JT. How's my fantasy team doing? Oh, no, I don't have a fantasy team. I only participate in points there on Underdog Fantasy. So you see what's happening right now. If you click the link in my description, download the Underdog Fantasy app right now. Use promo code Adonis. This is what I got going on my Underdog Fantasy right now. If you guys did not know, earlier today, I turned $15 into $300 when I have Evan McPherson making over 2 field goals, Hayden Hurst under 38 yards receiving, Deebo Samuel over 42 yards, Daniel Carlson over, or I should say at least 2 field goals made, and Josh Jacobs going for a combined 150. That got me $300 here today. So what I said is I'm going to play with house money. I'm going to have Tony Chopper Pollard getting at least 3 receptions. Michael Gallup over, 40 yards. Matt Ryan under 4 yards rushing. Jelani Woods with 16. And then ultimately Dak Prescott under, 9 yards. But I also want to try to see if I could turn 50 into 1,000 on Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code Adonis. They will match your deposit up to $100. I got Zeke Elliott over 55 yards rushing. Michael Pittman under 61 yards receiving. Matt Ryan under 4 yards rushing. Jonathan Taylor Swift with at least 1 touchdown on the day, and ultimately Noah Brown under 27 yards receiving. And I still do feel confident about that bottom parlay, but damn it, do I need Jonathan Taylor to find the end zone like it's nobody's business? That is by far the number one, because I feel confident with this Michael Pittman, and I feel confident with the Matt Ryan and the Noah Brown. If Taylor can find the end zone, there is no doubt in my mind Ezekiel Elliott will give me at least 10 more yards. And let me tell you something right now. If Zeke is the one who falls short, I'm going to cry. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to cry. I ain't going to do it on stream because I ain't no bitch, but I'm going to cry, man. I'm going to cry myself to sleep. Scholar said, Jose, if you want to make some money betting, then do your thing. Everyone should click the link in the description and use code Adonis. Absolutely, they should. And keep in mind, they match your deposit up to $100. So you put in $1, they'll give you $1. You put in $5, they'll give you $5. You put in $10, they'll give you $10. And here's I love to pick them there on the app. And if you wanted my advice, I ain't going to tell you what to do. If you wanted my advice, hey, man, download the Underdog Fantasy app, use promo code Adonis, just put in $5. They're going to give you $5. Play with the $5 they gave you. You don't even need to run 5-leg parlays. You could just run 2. You could run on 2. You could say, hey, man, I like for example, for tomorrow, once we end our stream, we're going to do our predictions for tomorrow. We're gonna put forth one parlay for tomorrow. But you could run two parlays on there as well. Promo code Adonis. Promo code Adonis on Underdog Fantasy. Let them know I sent you. Yeah, Gallup going to have to eat up. But remember, that's on 2. I'm more focused on that 50 into 1,000 than I am on the 15 to 300. But winning both would be nice. Winning both would be nice. Anthony Davis scored 55 today. He on fire. Indeed he is. Oh, Lord in heaven. Somebody is leaving the field. Oh, somebody. Yeah, he is. He is. Good Lord. That is Brown leaving with an ankle injury, and he is not looking good. Cersei just became a member. Welcome aboard. Oh, I believe a member on Patreon. Delvin said, so is Saturday a good coach? It's not enough time to gauge yet. He's an all right coach. They've been in every game that he's coached thus far. It's just Adonis. Just Adonis. You can see it right there on the screen. Use code Adonis. That is the that is the promo on the there on the app. AJ Brown was a different monster indeed. Easy said somebody get the goddamn EMT. Much love you, my brother. Yeah, I got love for you as well. I got love for you as well. Raider Nation, congratulations on a win. Congratulations on a win. Colts trail by 2. 21-19 is the score right now. I need Dallas to get the football into the hands of either Tony Chopper Pollard on a pass or Zeke Elliott on a run. 2nd and 6, this is considered second and manageable, so I would like to see Ezekiel Elliott in the game getting a handoff here. Is he in the game? No, he is not. That is Tony Pollard now. I can only hope for a swing pass, but it looks like they're setting up for to have a run. Indeed, they are. There's the toss. Can he get outside? Yes, he can. He's got the sideline. Huge run inside Colts territory across the 50. Allin put 5 on it. Said, get hyped if you won money betting on Nick Folk. Chiseled, put your motherfucking head back down. I did not. Nick Folk let me down. That son of a bitch. Ryan said, what is my Lamar Jackson prediction in the offseason? Leaving Baltimore. Actually, I think he might because I don't think Baltimore is going to pay him. Especially with him getting hurt, I don't think Baltimore is going to pay him. Now, it all depends on how he ends the season here. Because if Lamar puts together a playoff campaign, first they have to qualify for the playoffs. But if he goes and he wins a number of playoff games, guess what? I can envision him staying in Baltimore. But let's say they go to the postseason, they lose a playoff game again. I would not be surprised if he messes around and goes to the highest bidder. Because you want to secure, your dollars as well. We Rupp said they'll probably tag him. But here's the thing. I believe he'll be an unrestricted, free agent to where they can't tag him. Because if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if he signed a new contract. Let me see here. Lamar Jackson contract. So I don't think they can. That's CD Lamb moving the chains. Let's see here. He will be a unrestricted free agent in 2023. So yeah, I don't believe they can tag him. The fifth year option was exercised. Yeah, so unless they pay him, yeah, he could go wherever the hell he wants. He could go wherever the hell he wants. Hell, he could end up on the Colts. Best believe he could. Oh, Lord. Ezekiel Elliott's in the backfield. Come on now. We need a 10-yard gain, or I should say 11-yard gain. Hand it to Zeke. Feed Zeke. Feed Zeke. Feed Zeke. Feed Zeke. We've got 5. All right, well, 4. All and put 2 on. Say, how does a franchise tag work? I believe if you're a restricted free agent, they can tag you, and then if they tag you, then they pay you, I believe what was it? The maximum amount of I forget how the number is determined, but I believe you can only get tagged if you're a restricted free agent, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody might know better than me, but I know for a fact Urinating Tree knows better than me. But you can get, I forget how the number is determined, but it's like a max of something. But I forget. Oh boy, the pass is intercepted. It's picked off by the Colts. Oh, Zeke nearly suplexed this man, but there's laundry on the field. They can tag you for 2 years. Yeah, they can tag you for 2 years. Master of the franchise tag is, I believe, Kirk family member Cousins. I believe this will be an interception. Oh, wow. CD Lamb. Oh, no. It's touched the floor. It's about to be incomplete. CD Lamb fell. That touched the floor. This about to be incomplete. Incomplete. Yup, this is coming back. This is coming back. That tip of the ball touched the floor. This one's coming back. They're going to say that the floor helped them. I think this one's coming back. They're going to say that the floor, you could argue the bounce. Incomplete pass. Wow, that's an automatic first down. Automatic first down. Yup. That's brutal. That's absolutely brutal. After the interception, Mans thought he had a clear shot. Oh, boy, that's a terrible hit right there by Franklin. He's lucky he didn't get ejected. Oh, Lord. Mr. GH2 said, did his thigh pad say, oh, yeah? I hope not. I think it says Colts, but whatever the case may be, Mans is wilding right there. Dallas gets 15 yards, and now they're inside the 20. Oh, damn it. Is that Zeke in the backfield? I hope so. Oh, boy, they done threw it to Michael Gallup. Make a man miss, Gallup. Damn it. If he could have went for a 20-yard touchdown, that would have been beautiful, but it didn't happen. That is brutal. Yeah, CD got absolutely wrecked. Brother got speared damn near. I think they're going to take this to the end of the quarter. I can't envision a circumstance in which they rush this and then try to get receptions or whatever. They will take this to the end of the quarter, and we have seen the conclusion of the third quarter. Rodgers thought he had himself an interception. Turns out that's not what happened. LUSC said, why did I stop playing American football? Was it due to an injury? Oh, no. I put up the cleats because the writing was on the wall. I knew I was going into my third year of eligibility in college, and I started to not – I didn't want to take away from the game. I love the game too much to where if I'm starting to half-ass things and I remember whenever I tell the story, it's a matter of when the off-season, or I should say the fuck do they call the workouts? I forget. When you're getting ready to training camp. When training camp was about to begin, I had that moment where every time I was giddy, and I would wake up and it was going into my third year. I'm like, ugh, I got to leave to go back to school next week. Once that happened, I said, wait a minute. I'm not excited. Yeah, I think it's time. So that's why I ended up. That's why I said, yeah, I'm good on that. That's why I said I was good on that. So it wasn't due to an injury or anything. And as for coaching football, I would never do it. I don't have the patience. Because there's a certain way that things have to be done, or I don't want to manage, people in that particular realm. I can lead, I can be a leader of men, but I just don't have the patience nor the I can't deal with people who won't be able to take responsibility, accountability. I'll end up losing my mind. So that's not happening. Basili said, am I feeling oozy? Indeed I am. But I'll tell you who is feeling oozy. Everybody in the building. Why? Because we're entering the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Sound the alarm. Ladies and gentlemen, we have entered the final period of the game, the final day of menstruation, as we have a interconference battle where the Dallas Cowboys host the Indianapolis Colts in a week 13 primetime matchup where the Colts, last week coming off an L to the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Cowboys coming off of a W, look to establish who is superior between horseshoes and the individuals who ride the horses. As the Cowboys are clinging on to a 21-19 lead, the Colts trying to take their receipt to the sperm bank and get their comeback. The Cowboys currently on the 20-yard line trying to extend their lead. Will they put this game on ice, take the dead Namekian into the funeral home and put the nail in the coffin? Or will the Colts take their receipt to the sperm bank and get their comeback? Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to the fourth quarter. It's time. What will be the fate of the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen? What will be the fate of the fourth quarter? And what will be the fate of my results on Underdog Fantasy? Will I be winning a big winner today, I should say, and walk away with W's of $1,600? Or will I be maxed out at $300? We shall find out. Here comes CD Lamb looking for the end zone. He's going to go out of bounds at the 2. Oh my heavens. Hopefully we can see a situation in which Jonathan, or I should say the pass is to Tony Chopper to find the end zone over here, because that would help. But here on Underdog Fantasy, participating in the pick'em, in my 15 for 300, I have Tony Chapapala catching 3 yards, Michael Gallup going over 40, Matt Ryan under 4 yards rushing, Jelani Woods with 16 yards receiving, and then ultimately Dak Prescott under 9 yards. This one is looking kind of bleak. However, as Tony Chapapala is not even on the field here, Dak looking for Gallup. He's got him. Touchdown. Oh, no, I think he's out of bounds. No, he did get it. Gallup does indeed catch the pass there, but then here I have Zeke with 56 yards rushing. I also have Pittman under 60, Matt Ryan at 4, Jonathan Taylor Swift finding the end zone, and ultimately Noah Brown under 27 yards as Dak finds Michael Gallup in the end zone for the score. As Gallup extends the lead back to a 2-possession game. Did he get down in bounds? Let's see where that knee was located. Beautiful touch on the ball. Gallup turns around. Yup, he's all the way down in bounds. Forearm is down in bounds. That's a touchdown. And now the Cowboys, before the extra point, have a total of how many points?
27.
27.
27.
27.
And set, but the kick through the uprights does make it a 28-19 game. And the Cowboys, ladies and gentlemen, have the lead here. And hold my nuggets incorporate. I feel like this must have here. Definitely hit the doggone mic. Touchdown Cowboys. They have the lead. Yes, indeed, they have the lead. Honcho Pafavon said, was I yelling little boy after Najee Harris stiff arm? Can't wait for the commentary. Did I? I don't think I did. But one way or another, all I know is somebody had the Metal Gear moment there in the commentary. But now, pressure on Matt Ryan, down by 2 scores once more. Can he cultivate a drive here? Because already it's been difficult for the Colts defense. Leonard being out for the season with a back injury. They need a stop here more than anything. Oh, did I turn the horn off? I think I turned it off. Yeah, I did turn off the horn, right? It shouldn't still be on right now. The horn, oh, Jesus Christ, the horn is still going? What the hell? I thought I turned the horn off. It was still going? Good Lord. What the hell did I turn off then? This whole time the horn was going? I'm in a genjutsu. I didn't even know the horn was still going. They done scored the touch. Imagine if it was 7 minutes through, the horn was still going. I thought I turned it off. Goddamn horn was still going. I say I can't hear the horn. Because I can't hear the horn, I didn't think it was still going. My bad, dog. I thought I turned the horn off. That's my bad, dog. I'm sorry about that. Goddamn horn was still going. My bad. Looked like somebody scored a goal in the NHL playoffs. My bad, dog. My bad. We Rupp said, I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's too damn bad. I had no clue. Jessica Young in the building. What's going on? Said the Steeler fan won $20 off that Falcons fan. Hey, man, you love to see it. You love to see it. Ryan Pavavon said, do I think Henry has been executed in Qatar for his sexual crimes against humanity? Well, it's highly plausible that it did happen. And let me tell you something right now. If it did indeed happen, you're not hearing any complaints from me. No complaints from me. But Dark Hero said, do I think the Patriots go after a QB in the near future? Define near future. If we're talking years, perhaps. But immediate future, I think not. Here we go. It is time for the Colts here. They can get a good return if they get a good number of blockers out in front. That's a decent return. I think he took that to about the 28-yard line. Colts need to rebuild so badly to be Super Bowl contender later on. Well, here's the thing for the Colts, right? Defensively, they need to, one, get that D-line. You know, they need their D-line to play the way that they were down the stretch last year, right? Their linebacking core, they got to be healthy. The secondary, I think the secondary is all right. Offensively, the O-line is not playing at the level that they should have been playing at. 2 years ago, their O-line looked impeccable. This year, basura. The run game is not what it was the year before. So, there's Jelani Woods. Oh, no, it was Mo Alley Cox. Fumbled on the play, scooped up. Wow. Man's nearly had a pick six earlier. And now, he nearly had a pick six earlier, and now Mo Alley Cox put the ball on the ground, and man gets the fumble recovery and takes it to the end zone. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, Colts. What is going on? Butterfingers. Butterfingers. Man scooped that up so damn fast. The ball had one bounce. One bounce. The Colts couldn't even respond. Oh, no, that was Hooker. That was Malik Hooker. Sorry, wrong guy. Malik Hooker takes it into the end zone against his former teammates. God damn. I know he's got to be hype about that. Mo Alley Cox on the very first play put the ball on the ground. Malik Hooker finds the end zone. Wow. Well, sunny days. Everybody loves them. Tell me, baby, can you stand the rain? They're going to go for two here. This man, C.D. Lamb, threw it into the ground. And if you're wondering why they went for two, leading by 15, right? Because some people would think, oh, man, that doesn't make any sense. That's kind of retarded. Why would you go for two here? Isn't that just rubbing salt in the wound? The reason why they do that, with 13 minutes remaining in this game here, it's still a two-possession game at 15 points. So essentially 2 touchdowns, a 2-point conversion, or a couple of 2-point conversions if they had kicked the extra point, You can still tie the game. If I make the 2-point conversion here and I'm leading 17 points, that's a 3-possession game no matter how you slice it. So now there'd be even more pressure on Indianapolis. So that's why they went for it. But unfortunately, your boy CeeDee Lamb can't throw and threw it straight into the ground. Lo and behold, the lead remains at 15. The carry said, nope, turning this game off. He said, I don't want to see the remainder of the game. Cox dropped the ball, picked up by a hooker. I like that tagline. I think I'll probably remember that during the commentary tomorrow. Hooker got Cox balls. All right, y'all got to stop it. Y'all got to stop it. Y'all being inappropriate. Do we have a clitoris alert after this week? Well, clitoris alert might happen during Monday Night Football, or I should say it might happen during the primetime football because the clitoris was not found after Cox done ran into a hooker. Oh, Lord in heaven. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. I don't want to keep getting inappropriate. Barack 09er put 2 on, said, Chiseled, meet me in the alley for Mo Alley Cox. Sir, excuse me, sir. What is going on? Execute order 66. Foze put 2 on, said Lamar Jackson to the Pats. Really? That would be interesting. That would be interesting. But I don't see Lamar Jackson going to the Patriots. I don't think Bill Belichick, his system would work like a guy like Lamar. I don't think it would work there. I don't think that would work there. But ladies and gentlemen, 13 minutes plus left to go in this game here. Colts trailing by 15 points. Let me know in the comment section right now, do you see the Colts making a miraculous 2-possession game comeback? Or do you think it's time to take the L out of Lover and say this game is over, brother? Hit that like button as well. We got 615 in the building. We only got 393 likes. Come on now, get those likes up. Get the likes up, up, up. If you have not already hit the like button, please go ahead and hit the like button. That can do the channel wonders, and it would do a lot for not only the channel, but also it would help me and bring up the morale. We'd really enjoy that if you could hit that like button, please, if you have not already. Here comes the ensuing kickoff. Can the Colts get a decent return? Somebody go ahead and block somebody. Get out there towards the left. And where's he going? Only to the 22-yard line. Irsay looked like a retired Bond villain. Well, he looks like a bail bondsman. That's what he looked like. Oh, my. Allowed 17 points per game. Beautiful. 178 yards passing per game. They're number 1 pass defense in the NFL. They've got 47 sacks, the most in the NFL. Luckily enough for them, T.J. Watt was injured, for a vast majority of the year. So that way, Pittsburgh won't hold the crown for the most sacks in a season for the 4th straight year. Or 5th. J.D. Hayden said, Jimmy has a broken foot, hashtag prayer for Jimmy. Do you think we could take first place in the division? Hashtag go Hawks. Depends, because the 49ers, man, they're good. They're good. They are good. So I don't know. It depends on what they do moving forward. If they're going to roll with Purdy or if there's going to get somebody else from the outside, wherever the case may be, it's still going to be incredibly difficult. Barack 09 said, no, fuck the Hawks. As a man leaves the field here for the Cowboys. Quincy said, let me sniff your underwear. Sir, excuse me, sir. What is going on? He said, let me sniff your underwear. Sir, what is going on, sir? The dude said, what is my final NFC playoff seeding after this week? Stay tuned for Wednesday when I break down what transpired during this week of football. Here we go. 13:28 on the clock here, ladies and gentlemen. 13:28 on the clock here. Let's see here. There's the pass towards the right. Oh, there's going to be a loss for 1. There is a loss of 1. And is there laundry on the field? No, there is not. Pressure is happening right now for the Indianapolis Colts. They need to desperately put something together. They desperately need to put something together. They got to put together they need a big play. They can't slowly, methodically move down the field. They need a big play. Jonathan Taylor ran for a 66-yard touchdown against what was it, when they played against the Raiders or something like that. Now would be a good time for a big play. There's Paris Campbell. Can he make a big play here? Nope. He should have just picked up the first down. That was stupid. Why would you go west? Pick up the first down first. Don't try to make a bunch of people miss, get to the sideline so you could cut up. Get the first down first. Get the first down first. Come on now. What are they doing? What in tarnation are they doing? Here you go. 3rd and 1. What are they going to do here? Hand off to Jonathan Taylor. No, it's not. It's a pass. It's a pick. Oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a 4th and 1 here. If you're Matt Ryan, what do you do here? 4th and 1. You got to go for it. Man, nearly threw an interception here. They should have handed it off. Matt Ryan knew it was coming hot before oh, boy, that should have been intercepted. That should have been intercepted. That should have been intercepted. 4th and 1. I'd actually have somebody. I'd go under center here. 4th and 1. You might want to consider handing the foot. Oh, boy. There's the pass. Oh, boy, that's Michael Pittman. Okay, it's only about like 4 yards he picked up. We don't need Pittman to have the football in his hand anymore. We don't need Pittman to have the football in his hand anymore. I don't need Pittman to get any more receptions here for my Underdog fantasy. We don't need that. How about you look for Jelani Woods? Approaching 12, or pardon me, 11. Oh, boy. Pass nearly intercepted by Micah Parsons. Hey, listen, let me tell you something right now. That Colts offense, they are playing games with the football right now. They are playing games with the football right now. Jeff Saturday going to pull a Jim. Please don't talk to me about playoffs. Playoffs? We can't win a game. We're doing diddly poo out there. Playoffs? 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 MC said, our Lord and Savior, Derrick Henry, had less rushing yards than Tannehill. Oh, Lord in heaven. It's brutal, bro. These last 2 games have been absolutely horrendous for that man. Oh, boy. Pierce going absolutely no. Oh, no, it's not Pierce. That was another man. But he's going absolutely nowhere. And now it's 3rd and manageable here for the Colts once more. Since that Super Bowl, Matt Ryan hasn't been the same. I would say 2 seasons after, because he did have I believe it was 2018. Ryan had damn near identical numbers to his MVP season. He didn't even make the Pro Bowl, bro. That's how you know son was going through it. Like, he was still playing a good level at Atlanta until his last, 2 seasons. Ryan looking right. Oh, my God, it's intercepted. It's intercepted. Oh, Lord in heaven. Matt Ryan is having an atrocious day today. Oh, Lord in heaven, the pass is intercepted. Golly. Ryan is not having a good time right now. Ladies and gentlemen, is it time to take the L out of Lover and say it's over, brother? What are we looking like right now for the Indianapolis Colts? Is it too late to make a comeback? Yet another pick. Let me tell you something right now. A field goal makes this a 3-possession game. How you doing? Keep it moving. Right now, the way it looks for the Indianapolis Colts is an L is looking like it's in their future. What is Matt Ryan cooking? Apple turnovers, pecan turnovers. Mans cannot, under any circumstance, protect his balls. And when you can't protect your balls, you're going to have a bad problem. Oh, no, it's not necrophilia yet, but 4th quarter, 3-possession game. Oh, Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, they in the tunnel. Ryan put 5 on it, said, did Booger try to come after me after I absolutely murdered him in his forehead last week? Oh, by the way, somebody got to cut that up and send it to me, dog. That was funny. But I'd highly doubt that Booger saw it. If Somebody go and cut that up. I'll definitely post that. Maybe Booger will come after me, but we shall see. I mean, hell, he's a 2-time Super Bowl champion, and I'm a professional stay-at-home son. So I would say he definitely won in the one-on-one battle. However, I did verbally excoriate that man for his, ATM drawer of a forehead. Jim Kip Patuan said, Watson doesn't score, Browns win, we all win. Well, there it is. Nobody wanted to see Deshaun Watson succeed. And what's so funny was we didn't see an offensive touchdown until damn near, 5 minutes left in the doggone game, and the score was 28 or 27-14. That's crazy. Hey. First, so put 2 on. Said Matt Ryan stealing Jameis Winston flow bar for bar. Ain't that the truth? Interception Poppy on display here. Matt Ryan's in the Christmas spirit giving out gifts. Donations. Daytime, put 2 on it. Smoking on that Chiefs pack tonight. Oh, I hear that. Kansas City took a L once again against took yet another L against Cincinnati. They have their number. I think it's safe to say that Cincinnati has their number. Who's having a worse year, Matt Ryan or Russell Wilson? I think Russell Wilson, because of nobody looked at the Colts and said, man, those guys are crazy contenders now that Matt Ryan is there. But they did look at Denver and say Denver's going to be a crazy, successful team because of Russell Wilson coming to town. So I would say definitely worst season is going to Russell Wilson. Dak over the middle, got his man. That's another first down. I think it's time to hand the football to Ezekiel Elliott, though. We need some more yards from Ezekiel Elliott, though. At least I need more yards for my underdog fantasy. Matt Ryan giving up Apple turnovers. Indeed he is. Indeed he is. Broncos country. Let's die. Here we go. Under 10 minutes left to play here. 1st and 10 here. There's the tossed over to Tony Chopper Pollard. Somebody stop him. Oh, Lord, he's about to go to the end zone. He's going to the end zone. Touchdown. Oh, Jesus Christ. Somebody get Ted Bundy on the phone. Get Jeffrey Dahmer on the phone. Oh, Lord. They're not available because they're at AT&T Stadium right now because the Jeffrey Dahmer Necrophilia Challenge has officially begun because the Colts may be dead. But they're somehow still getting fucked. They fuck up the poop, shoot, up the poop, shoot, up the poop, shoot, poop, shoot, dick in they ass, dick in they ass, dick in they ass, dick in they ass. They getting destroyed, bro. They getting destroyed right now. Colts fans, tell me how my ass tastes. They are not doing well right now whatsoever. The Colts are getting manhandled. The Colts are getting manhandled right now. And they need Jashin. They need fucking Arceus. They need Morgan Freeman. They need Batman. They need somebody, a messiah, to come and save them because things are looking bad right now. As the Shelby family would say, in the bleak midwinter. They are not doing well where we stand right now. Lorenzo said, I enjoyed, bro. You funny, sir. I appreciate you. Good Lord in heaven. They getting destroyed right now. You thought the Colts were coming back? Me thinks not. Methinks not. Oh boy, my fatigue has now hit me. I am starting to crash. I am ready to sleep. Bundy and Dama are leading Lizzo through the tunnel. She's getting ready to sing, indeed. Braylon for 5 said, rank my favorite Stone Cold WWE, WWF themes. Well, for one, Disturbed Stone Cold is always my favorite. So that's one. Then two would be the OG Stone Cold. So then it would be that. And then ultimately, the last would be his when he turned, when he had officially turned heel. So it was I wasn't really a big fan of that one. But that would be the three. I can't remember if he had a different variation. I did. Well, no, he never actually officially came out to the, oh, hell yeah. Sometimes I drink a little beer. Sometimes I make a little mess. Sometimes I get a little angry. Sometimes I kick a little ass. He never officially came out to that, so I can't use that one. But that would probably be my three. But the Dallas Cowboys have scored 185 points over the course of the last 5 games, the most in franchise history since 1968. Good Lord. Good Lord. Now the Colts have got to let that sumbitch fly as it pertains to the football, that is. Every week the Colts turn the football over and it costs them. Pain. Basili said Colts have to be the second worst primetime team this season, yet the Colts and Broncos had the most primetime games this season. Both of them have been absolutely atrocious. Nobody wants to watch that. Jay Money said, damn, just took out some trash and brought some sweets from next door, walked into the Ted Bundy necrophilia challenge because the Colts may be dead, but somehow they're still getting fucked. Ain't that the truth? Oh, Lord, there might be a flag on this play for holding. Oh, there comes the flag now. Pass interference coming in. The Colts ain't feeling very oozy right now. 9:41 on the clock here. That true said that Cowboys got you nervous when the Eagles play them. We shall see. We shall see. Oh, Lord. And there it is. Yeah. Creator knows the lyrics. 1:10 on the clock here. Good Lord. Wait a minute. I need Indianapolis to actually score here. For one, we need Jonathan Taylor to find the end zone here. Let's see what's going on, who he's looking for. I think that's Woods over the middle. Yes, it is. That is Jelani Woods. Oh, that's longer than 16 yards. That should give me a lock on one of my parlay. All right, Jelani Woods. But I don't see Michael Gallup getting 40 yards receiving. He needs 18 more yards receiving, and I simply do not see that happening. And Tony Chapapala needs another reception. I simply do not see that happening. I did get the lock on Jelani Woods, though, because that did give me a lock on Jelani Woods. But unfortunately, with the Cowboys leading, for one, it's 40-19. So let me go and refresh this so that the score does show up. I don't know how it ended up locking, but it didn't refresh the score. But with these right now on Underdog Fantasy, this is what I'm looking at right now. I need Tony Chapapala another reception. I need Michael Gallup 20 more yards, and then pretty much I could feel comfortable with turning 15 into 300. But then on my 50 into 1,000, I need Zeke to pick up 6 more yards. 7 more yards. Oh my God! Did this man Matt Ryan get intercepted again? Ryan got intercepted again. Oh, my Lord in heaven. Ryan got intercepted again. What? Hey, I ain't going to lie to you, dog. I don't think we're going to see that Jonathan Taylor touchdown. I don't think we're going to see that Jonathan Taylor touchdown at all. Oh, Lord in heaven. Yeah, I think I could take the L out of Lover. I don't think we're ever going to see that Jonathan Taylor touchdown. I don't think the Colts are going to score again. I think I'll take my 1 W on Underdog Fantasy from earlier today, and I think it's pretty much done from here. I have no confidence now. I would just like to see Zeke go over there. This man keep getting intercepted by the same guy. It's brutal. There's a handoff to Zeke. Don't lose no yardage. He gets me too. Stormtrooper gets me too. He's got 4 more yards to go. Well, 5 more yards to go. Donation. How much? Fam, this man giving out all kinds of turnovers. Last year, they were the best in the NFL turnover differential. This year, they are the second worst. Maddie's iced. Shit. Put him on a shelf. Put him on a shelf. Damn, Rudy Patu said, help, 60-year-old. EBG, well, wonder what that feel like, sir. I don't think we want to know. There's Zeke again. Handoff. Where's Zeke going? Oh, boy, he just lost 2. God damn it, Zeke. God damn it, Zeke. We need positive yards. Come on. Oh, there's Nick Foles, who is serving as a backup, and I would not be surprised if we mess around and then see Foles come in. Sunny days. Remember when they were going to shut down Matt Ryan for the season? He might mess around and retire at the end of this year. That is brutal, bro. Give your whole career to Atlanta. The 1 year you leave, nothing looks good. Dak going down the field, is that cool? Oh, wait. Oh, no. They were looking for Brown. Thank the Lord. Thank God. Oh, no, but there's Laundry on the field. Get Brown off the field. He done ran very far. Get him off the field. Nobody need that. Pass interference on the defense, that's going to extend the play, but Brown been running. So because that's the case, you might as well get him off the field. We don't need no receptions from Brown. If it's Gallup, I ain't got no problem with that. But Brown, get him off the field. Bring in Foles and the old number 9. Can he continue to make plays? Not really. Yeah, but I don't think that's pass interference. Matty Ice is melting. Send him to the North Pole. Well, Matty Ice ain't melting. He's melted. There's a handoff to Zeke. Get a block out in front. There it is. Zeke, get me the yardage I need. He's going to take it inside to the 5. All right, we got another lock. That should give me a lock on Underdog Fantasy. Beautiful. I don't need nothing else from Zeke. That Zeke takes me to 72 yards. All right, we got our first lock on the big one. We got our first lock on the big one. Right? Let's get that focused again. Yeah, we got our first lock on the big one. Right? So now it's just desperately need a Jonathan Taylor Swift touchdown. Just desperately need a Jonathan Taylor Swift touchdown. Is that going to happen? Shit. I don't think so. But if you get that Jonathan Taylor Swift touchdown, then I'll feel very confident because everything else is just lower over here. But just need that Jonathan Taylor Swift touchdown. Can the Cowboys hurry up and score? That would be very nice. Snipe said, how are we doing? We're doing all right. We won $300 on Underdog Fantasy a little bit earlier, and then now we're trying to see where things can go off the predictions here. But unfortunately, things are not looking like it's in our favor at this particular moment. Jason said, anybody going to the Death Note? There is a team in Texas that is headed to the Death Note, and you shall see it momentarily on the commentary. So stay tuned. It'll be there on the commentary. MC said, number 1 YouTuber of all time. Really? That is high praise. I will take it. Zeke finds the end zone. That's a touchdown. That is a touchdown. 46 points for the Cowboys, and Zeke is going into the Salvation Army Bowl. Oh, boy. They done did it like it's a goddamn wind-up thing. Zeke finding the end zone, 46 points from the Cowboys. What a game to go to, huh? All kinds of points from Dallas. Necrophilia challenge continues because what's happening to the Colts? They getting fucked. Up the poop shoot. Fuck. Penetrated. Stroke. Fuck. Penetrated. Stroke. Stroke. Up the poop shoot. Long dig style. Long dig style. Long dig style. Long dick style. They're not having a good time right now. They are not having a good time right now. Colts rectal sphincters are in super pain as we speak, bruh. Long stroke up the poop chute. They are not having a good time right now. Anal fissures, hemorrhoids. All right, all kinds of pain that is going down back there is going down right now for the Indianapolis Colts. They are getting cooked every way possible. Ain't no way in hell they going to sleep tonight with a smile on their face. Not having a good time today. Peyton said that, oh shit, Lizzo waiting for the end of the game. She about to sing at the logo right now. She might as well. She might as well. Because is there anybody out there that believes the Colts can still pull off and make a comeback now? They are trailing by 28. It's a 4-touchdown game. Good Lord, the Cowboys scored 26 points in the fourth quarter. Good Lord. Oh, I said 28. It is 28. They are getting cooked right now. Absolutely cooked right now. King Vine said, you're going to bed. You got to be up at 8. There's Jonathan Taylor going nowhere. He's going to pick up about 7. It looked like the night is all but over for the Cowboys. KT Chris said, you just subscribed to the Street Beefs channel you watch. Hey, man, that's what's up. Andre Patuan said, Steelers will be in the Super Bowl with a O-line. Thoughts? Could happen. Definitely could happen. Oh, most points scored in a quarter. Really? That's the most points ever scored in a quarter? I'll be damned. Hell of a performance, and you already know Skip Bayless probably going crazy right now. Jerry Jones is feeling himself. He probably got somebody underneath the table giving that man a blowjob as we speak. I would like to see another touchdown so you can definitely say 50 burger or whatever the case may be. We're exactly at 5 minutes left to play here. 3rd and 2. Ryan going to dump it off, and Jonathan Taylor's going nowhere. Jonathan Taylor's going nowhere. Yep, I think the parlay is going to be busted because, oh, they're going for it here on 4th, but is Taylor down or is he all right? 4th and 4. They're going to go for it here. Lone Star Patuan said playing some new addition for the Colts right now. PA Kid Patuan said NFC is the Eagles to lose. I agree. It is the Eagles to lose. It's the Eagles to lose. Here's Matt Ryan over the middle. He's got his man. That's another first. Oh, my Lord in heaven. Did he just fumble? Ain't no way he just fumbled. Ain't no way he just fumbled. Oh, Lord in heaven. They done fumbled. They done fumbled. Every turnover is going to be reviewed, but there's no, that's the 6th, what is it, the 4th turnover? There's 1, 2, that's a football move. He's down. He's down. He's down. It's getting overturned. All right, the Colts still got a chance. Yeah, he's down by contact. This is coming back. This is coming back. This is coming back. He's down by contact. They're not going to have another one. They will be eating fresh hot L's, but this will be coming back. The Cowboys thought they had their 5th turnover. Oh, no, this is coming back. Big news. Somebody announce it. Big news. Big news. This is coming back. He'll be marked down by contact, and it will remain Colts football. Now, I just need them to go down the field and get Jonathan Taylor into the end zone. That would be nice. because once I have Taylor going to the end zone, I'm straight. I will have $1,000 night. That would be great. He was down by contact. Here we go. I believe does that stop the clock for them, or is they going to run it now? I think they're going to start running it now once they get back to the line of scrimmage. The 97 Rams hold a record for the most points in a quarter at 41. Good Lord, really? 41 points in a quarter. Jesus Christ. That is brutal. 4:14, they added a little seconds on the clock here. 4:14, and now the clock is moving. Here we go. What can the Colts do in the last 4 minutes? I mean, the game is all but over. Ryan, oh my God, Ryan nearly got intercepted anyway by Joseph. Yo, everybody's trying to catch the goddamn picks. Everybody's trying to catch the picks right now. D. Wolp put 5 on it. Said, has the necrophilia challenge begun? Can we call Ted Bundy now? Oh, no. Ted Bundy and Jeffrey Dahmer are both already going to town. They've have sweat is running down their chest at the stroking of what's going on with the Colts right now. Honcho put 10 on it. Said they need to slander Ryan like Wentz because this is pitiful. Indeed it is. And the ball is out again. Oh, my Lord in heaven. Oh, no. They're going to call this a touchdown and a 50 burger for the Cowboys. Oh, my Lord in heaven. What is going on? Jeez Louise. Is this going to be considered down by contact? And they're going to take away another turnover for the Cowboys? What happened? Matt Ryan went down. Oh, yeah, that ball is out. That ball is out. That is a defensive touchdown right there. Oh, my gosh. Matt Ryan is getting destroyed out there, dog. Oh, no, but Mans is down by contact. This won't be a defensive touchdown. I think they're going to say he's down by contact. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Did he get touched? Yeah, he's touched. Man, shit. I'd love to say give them the touchdown. 5 takeaways tonight. It's very difficult to lose a football game when you take the football away 5 times. My God. What do y'all think? 1 in the chat if it's a touchdown, 2 in the chat if it's a spot location. But Matt Ryan is getting pulverized out there. He's getting destroyed out there because every single time it seems like they touch the football, first thing that happens is
Donations. 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 Gifts. 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 More gifts. More gifts. Donations. 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 Gifts. 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 More gifts. More gifts. Donations. 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 Donations.
donations. Gifts. 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 Good Lord. The Colts are just insufferable. They're getting destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. They got all of the backups in. Might as well put in the Cooper Rushes in the game now. Yeah, if I had plans of getting Gallup over 30, yeah, it's clipped for that one. First down pretty much ends this game before Dallas will move on to 9-3. They'll maintain their position. Good Lord. Look at Tampa just sitting there with 5 wins. They wouldn't even qualify. True Blue put 2 on. Said, somebody put me out of my misery. I can't take it. Take that man out back like Old Yeller. Dallas looks magnificent right now. Here we go. First down. Jesus Christ. Big hole. He's going to take it in for the score. Oh, my heavens. Dallas scores anyway. Nah. Boy, what? That's a 50 burger right there. That's a 50 burger. Right. I might just take a bite of a cookie because it's a 50 burger, dog. Honcho put 5 on it. Said, Chiseled, I am number 1 seed currently in Butterfingers League with 1 week left till the playoffs. Team Gryffindor is ready indeed. Kick through the uprights and it's good. 50 burger here tonight. Exceptional mind. Patuan said, oh, Matt. Or, as Snake would say, we didn't boy. The Cowboys are absolutely destroying the Indianapolis Colts. This is a game that is going to sting. This is a game that is going to sting. True Blue said, can Dallas show sympathy? Our coach are interim. Well, if only that was the case, somebody better tell that defense to stop somebody. The Colts on the ground begging for mercy like, when I came down. Ooh, shit. They are not having a good time right now. Oh, the when I came down clip ain't playing. What's going on here? God damn it. Why not playing? What's going on? Oh, man. Hold on. Wait. Let me see something real quick. Oh, yeah. It just ain't playing. God damn it. I'm gonna have to go and put the other when I came down. Ooh, because it ain't working right now. But they probably on the field like.
Police! Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police! Help!
Where we come from,
Where we come from,
we are the police,
we are the police
of Haiti.
the police of Haiti.
Nice, nice Haiti,
Nice, nice Haiti.
beautiful Haiti,
Beautiful Haiti.
sweetie, sweetie Haiti,
City, city Haiti.
sweetie, sweetie,
City, city.
sweetie, sweetie,
City, city.
sweetie, sweetie Haiti.
City, city Haiti.
Oh, God.
Destroyed out there, bro. They are getting destroyed out there. It is bad. Just when you think it can't get worse, it's getting worse. Matt Ryan back out there once more, at least trying to end the game with a little bit of pride. Moss is going to take it absolutely nowhere, and I'm pretty sure they're not even going to try to run the football, or I should say throw the football here. Might as well just go and kneel the football out after the 2-minute warning, take your L and depart. Everybody on the Cowboys sideline, all smiles. Everybody laughing, lollygagging, having a beautiful time because the game is all over. 54 points. Good Lord. Mr. GH2 for 5 on said they were combined 40 points in 3 quarters. Dallas scored 33 cents. Good Lord. Craig put 5 on it. Said this an ass whooping when you get home from school with a bad report card. God damn. Yeah, Jeff Saturday is not having a good time right now. Those first 2 games as a head coach actually looked all right. They choked in that second game, but he's actually looking like he looked like a competent head coach. And then now, back-to-back weeks, very unfortunate situations. And to get shellacked like this in prime time, it ain't looking too good for Jeff Saturday right now. Here we go. Oh, he's going to pick up a first down, but who really gives a hoot? Unless they're going to hurry back to the line and try to make something happen. Zach Moss picking up some yardage over there. Oh, there's Jonathan Taylor back there, right behind Jeff Saturday. And, boy, look at the Colts' remaining schedule. You got a bye week this upcoming week. You got the Vikings, Chargers, and then, of course, the Giants and Texans. But, good Lord, getting destroyed. Oh, my heavens. Colts fans, stay away from the goddamn commentary. HOD said, put 2 on and said, Colts need some Detroit urban survival training. Here we go. Matt Ryan, handoff once more. There's Moss. He's going to take it to midfield, and we have one more play before the end of this game, and I pretty much can cement the fact that I won't see Jonathan Taylor find the end zone. So my parlays, I will be, good Lord, I'm one play short Adonis again. I'm about to be one parlay short Adonis again. Because Jonathan Taylor did not score a touchdown, I'm making the same face my father's making at the bottom of the screen right there. That's going to end the game. And because Taylor didn't score a touchdown, I can't turn $50 into $1,000. Good Lord in heaven. And then, because of Michael Gallup not going over 40 and Tony Chopper Pollard getting over one more reception, I won't turn 15 into 300. But guess what? I could still rest my head knowing that I won 240 here today. Or I should say, because if I wagered 235 here today from turning 15 into 300. I may have lost on my primetime bets, but I did win during the afternoon. And you can too. Click the link in my description. Download the Underdog Fantasy app right now. Use promo code Adonis. And you can win up on Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you participate in the Pick'em. It is my go-to on the app. So it's never too late to go and participate tomorrow night on the Pick'em. And then you can possibly see yourself win just a little bit of money. Honcho Patuon said Matt Ryan tapped into his Jameis Winston bag. Jim Kipp Patuon said Jeff Saturday looks like a sad Russell Crowe. I definitely can see that. But one way or another, we saw do I think Brady or Belichick will win another Super Bowl before either of them retire? No, I do not. But one way or another, the Dallas Cowboys at home take care of business and absolutely destroy the Indianapolis. We did, boy, baby. What I tell you, we was going to take care of business. You thought we was afraid of the Indianapolis Colts? We never afraid. Jeff Saturday don't even have no experience. He's supposed to come out here and slow us down. Me think not. One way or another, we did, boys. We scored 54 points on their head, and they can't stop us in prime time in front of the whole world. We them boys. We don't gotta be from Atlanta because we too legit to quit, and we gonna win the Super Bowl because we got thick. We got thick. C.D. Lamb, Dalton Schultz, Tony Chopper Pollard. Can't forget about Micah Parsons, Tank Lawrence. We got Brown, Diggs, Van Der Esch, everybody. Tony Romo on commentary, Troy Aikman on commentary, Michael Irvin as an analyst, Woodson as an analyst, Moose as an analyst, Skip Bayless. We them boys. We gonna win the rest of the games. The Eagles gonna lose 2 games at one point, and we gonna win the division. And then we gonna go to the playoff. We gonna win all the games in the playoff, go to the Super Bowl, and win 6 rings, 6 rings, 6 rings, 6 rings, 6 rings, 6 rings. We them boys. Nobody can stop us now. The fuck was that? Son, everything went black just now. I don't know what happened. Everything went black just now. Things are getting ridiculous. Black Freakazoid said Eagles versus Cowboys on Christmas Eve about to be fired. About to be fired. Ain't that the truth? Yes, indeed. Braylon put 2 on it. Said them horses got abused. Indeed, they did get absolutely abused, and they are not having a good time right now. But one way or another, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys tuning into the stream, where we saw the Dallas Cowboys absolutely destroy the Indianapolis Colts here today. And my God, what a performance from the Dallas Cowboys going out there and taking care of business. Absolutely destroying the Indianapolis Colts as they told them to take out their Metro cards and get aboard the L train. Because the Colts' life points dropped down to what? All the way down to 0. Caleb put 5 on it. Said Dallas really played a game of whack, fuck Indy. Next horse I see, I'm throwing into Goldman's Pharmacy. You might as well turn it into an episode of Family Guy because they getting absolutely destroyed. Once the Colts cut the deficit down to 2, and it was 19-17, or I should say 21-19, or whatever the hell the score was, all of a sudden the Cowboys looked over like,
it became personal with me. That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that. And it became personal with me.
Because they got their ass whipped. Absolutely got their ass whipped. And the Colts will be taking that long ride on the L train today. Exceptional Mind put 2 on, said, play that Metal Gear. We didn't boy. Well, I might as well do that. But before I get there, I simply got to say that for the Colts tonight,
You lose.
I said,
You lose.
once more,
You lose.
because truly, tonight, you looked nothing but
Failure.
because y'all ain't nothing at all. And all you eating is
Fresh hot ales. 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 Fresh hot ales.
fresh, hot ales. That's all they eating is fresh, hot ales. I will be live tomorrow night. Stay tuned, and you'll be redirected straight into the commentary for tonight's games. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys tuning into the stream. I have been your host, founder, and chairman of Hold My Nuggets Incorporated, the diligent, vigilant, meticulous, sagacious, conscientious, analytical, methodical individual, the Chiseled Adonis. And last but not least, I will be live tomorrow night. I hope to see you there, and stay locked in right here. You'll be redirected to the commentary. Last moment of silence for the Colts. There won't be any moment of silence. Why? Because they got stabbed in the heart. Snake, take us out.
Snake, are you okay? Snake? Snake!
Eddie, you know what to do.
Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.